Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. We are beginning episode 11 of our Curse of Strahd campaign. We've come a long way. For a quick recap, we all kind of just discussed as players and what happened previously, because Torhas was not with us last session, but we do have the full party here now. So I'll go ahead and do just another quick little recap for everybody who's just tuning in. The players are currently at the ruins of Berez, and they just... I hear myself a little bit in somebody's...
Let me turn my mic down a bit.
It's not a big deal, but I just heard it a little bit. And so the group is... they started last session at the Wizard of the Wines winery. They had cleared out the mansion previously of all of the druids and blights. They spoke with the Mardukov family and returned to the mansion that was now cleared out. Tira was able to purify the poisoned vats of wine, which was really great. The Mardukovs were extremely grateful for all of the help. The only thing that still is a concern for the Mardukov family is that they aren't able to produce any more wine. So those 3 vats of wine are the last wine that all of Barovia has, basically. They did offer the party some of the wine. So the party has agreed to try to help the Mardukov family retrieve these gems. They're these arcane gems that are used to grow and produce this wine. And as far as they've heard, it was stolen by this evil witch at the ruins of Berez. They made their way. It's a few days' journey, so the gang got everything together with Ismark and Irena and made their way to the ruins of Berez. Along the way, they encountered an enemy known as a Revenant. And this Revenant, who claimed to be a knight of Cardell, Gareth Maximus Cardell, he had attacked them and was seeking vengeance and bringing misery to other heroes within Barovia. And they began to fight him. Gizzard levitated this Revenant and basically just wanted to get past the Revenant and continue on the way. And he made a very convincing argument to the rest of the party to leave this Revenant behind and continue on the way, because it was just a waste of time and, he was in their way. So Gizzard's convincing argument did convince the whole party to leave this Revenant where he was, kind of stunned and stuck from the levitation, and they continued. Well, the Revenant did not let that rest and decided to come after the party again and has cursed them as his enemy. So they were able to defeat him for this moment, and they saw his soul exit his body and try to escape Barovia. The soul was unable to escape. They continued, made it to the ruins of Berez. It's a very kind of muddy, swampy kind of area. It used to be a thriving city in Barovia, but no longer is. They ran into a woman who was, her name is Esmerelda, and she is seeking a tome, is what she told them. And she believes that this witch, Baba Lysaga, has the tome. So that's where we left off. The party has approached this hut of Baba Lysaga. They found her in her bath, bathing in goat's blood. And they tried to kind of stealthily approach the hut. Thurkarel is currently invisible, but Torhas and Gizzard are not. So she kind of walks up to them and approaches them. And so, Baba Lysaga, she walks up. Who might you all be? What are you here for? And she kind of like walks very like kind of hunched over, slowly approaching.
Toros is gonna put like his hand over his nose, like, "Oh, that's a wonderful smell."
Do you like it?
Can I try to tie off the rope to one of the raven cages?
Tie it off? You mean?
So that I don't have to hold it, just to free up my hands. I believe you mentioned
yeah.
Cages of ravens.
Yes, you can tie it to one of the cages. Yes.
Okay. Just so that those on the ground could potentially get up if they want.
Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't know anyone was home.
Oh, well, now that you're here, is there something I can help you with?
I have no idea what to say.
Well, you weren't here last week. So I just want to make sure we were. You mentioned we were looking for gems of some sort for the winery, or crystals or something.
Yes.
And they were used to like help the plants grow.
Yep.
In the soil that I assume is not great soil.
Oh, to refertilize the.
Yeah.
Yep.
So miracle grow for the wine plants.
They're arcane gems.
Got it.
Yeah. I know this is off topic too, but like every single time you say the gang, and I can't help but just think, it's always cloudy in Bergovia.
Yep. Exactly.
I really want
the gang
to
meets
like
the
start
hag.
naming the I want to start like naming the episodes.
Yeah.
Like that.
The
After
gang
this is all
meets Baba
done,
Lysaga.
we should put it up on YouTube or something. Just name every episode of the gang.
The king does something.
And have the little black and white.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Card in front of it.
I feel like instead of black and white, it just should be black and red and blood font.
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool, actually. That'd be awesome.
Have it start white and then slowly seep to red with like the blood dripping down.
All I have to say is Gizzard is definitely the Charlie of the group.
We were wondering if you had like, and he kind of looks to Gizzard, like
crystals.
soil healing crystal, yeah.
They were stolen from some friends of ours. We are looking for them.
Her eye gets big and looks at you all. Stolen, eh?
Singular eye gets bigger.
Like she gets like a little twitchy.
Okay. It's like this picture has two eyes. I got really confused for a second.
Like I mean, her eyes just get
Yeah.
big and twitchy.
They dilate and all that.
Yeah.
That is what they told us. They need the crystals for their business.
Oh. Well, I cannot help you with that.
Insight check.
What are you trying to insight? If she's lying?
If she's being truthful, yeah.
Uh,
Tor has slight doubt. Not heavy doubt, slight doubt.
Sure, you can roll an insight check.
16.
Yeah, she's definitely something weird going on with her.
Why,
You're not-
No,
yeah.
she was just
why
bathing in blood.
Oh shit. Why are or why not? Can it help us
Because-
for? He kind of like moves his hands around, like for a reason.
Do you not know where they are?
The crystals, they are mine.
Technically, no. You took them, or someone
Oh.
took them and gave them to you.
No, you don't understand, child. You are not from here, are you? None of you. You don't know. The crystals, they are a gift. They are mine.
Well, we wish to take them from you and give them to our friends.
Go right into it, dude.
Yeah, maybe we want to make it a gift for one of our friends.
Why don't you all stay for supper. And we can talk.
I'd rather not.
What kind of food do you have?
Well, if you go out to the courtyards in the back, you can get some goat.
There's a courtyard?
I think it's like a pen. There's a pen of goats.
Like, over in this direction?
Yes.
I think I've had enough of the smell of goat for one evening.
Oh, that is a shame. Well, unfortunately, I cannot give you any gems. She walks.
Would you be willing to trade?
Trade.
Could we perhaps buy them off of you?
There is nothing that I need. I have all that I need right here. And she looks at her crib. The small
Is that
baby
your-
in it.
Yes. Is
Can,
that your
can I
baby?
try
You
to
seem a
sneak a
bit
little?
old.
Oh. Everyone's talking.
Sorry, I would like to try to sneak up a little closer to the crib to get a better look at the baby.
Yes. I think. Let me just check something really quick. What's her passive perception? Just roll me a stealth check.
Do I get advantage for being invisible or no?
Yes.
It should be listed under senses, by the way.
15.
You do kind of sneak in without her noticing. And you see a just angelic looking, like this whole hut looks extremely grimy and grody, but this crib looks impeccable, and inside is a baby boy who just looks angelic, in perfect condition.
Like with wings like Tira or
No, just like that the baby doesn't look like ugly and gruesome. It looks like a beautiful baby boy.
Is this your child? He seems, or you seem a bit young, or... Let me restart that sentence. Is this your baby? You seem a bit old to be having children.
She kind of like makes a weird squawk at you. Yes, this is my child. How dare you ask that, boy? How dare you say anything about me and my baby?
Where's the father? Is he at the grocery store? Getting some cigarettes?
He is gone.
Like, on a trip?
Yes, where has he gone?
It does not matter. All that matters is me and my son. You guys, at this point, you hear Esmerelda in the back. Ask her if she has the tome.
Oh, do you have a tome? I'll shout back to Esmeralda. What sort of tome?
Just ask about the tome.
Do you have books?
Books?
Yes.
He
know
has
what
a
the book
very
is?
unquestionable thirst for reading. He's like addicted to it.
I do.
What sort of books do you have? I'll yell back to Esmeralda. She says she has different books.
Esmeralda will... And she starts to climb up also at this point. And she'll climb up to the top. It's getting a little... You guys are all at like the doorway except Thurkarel. So it's getting a little cramped here.
Gizzard and I are like huge.
I'm just chilling down there, just eyeing that skull.
Ismark and Irena are also just kind of chilling. They're like, this is creepy. They actually are looking at the ravens right now. Ismark and Irena are kind of chatting. They think Actually, Ismark will go to you, Tira. These ravens. It looks like she's captured them. The ravens at the mansion. They helped us. I wonder if these might do the same.
How high up are they?
Good question. They are like maybe like 15 feet up or something. In like these little cages.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna look. Can I try to like examine them from where I'm at to see if there's like a way for me to open the cages? I'm not gonna try yet. I just want to like examine the area.
Roll an investigation check.
Not.
Yeah, they look like they're in like these barred cages that has a big lock on the front, but that's about all you can gather from it. Meanwhile, so Baba Lysaga, when you ask about books, she goes to her wardrobe and she starts pulling things out rapidly. You see some robes, some old, like, dusty robes come flying out. And, like, these different spell components, like weird, different herbs and things. And then she pulls out this tome, this dusty tome, and she blows on it and dust comes everywhere. Is this the book you seek, child? She begins, like, petting it. Esmerelda...
I do not know.
Esmerelda does, speak up at this point. Yes. That is the one. That is the Tome of Strahd. Well, you cannot have it. And she kind of pulls it close to herself. This was also a gift. A gift.
What isn't a gift in this place?
You're right, actually. This entire place was a gift. It is all mine, and you cannot have any of it. It was for me and my precious son.
Who gave you the gift? They seem nice.
My son. He gave it to me.
Like, is there a different son?
No, this is my son. And she looks down at the baby boy. Isn't that right? My precious baby. My precious baby Strahd. And she starts petting it. Esmerelda looks at you guys like, did she just say Strahd?
Thoros looks like
Yes.
not to be rude, but did you name it Strahd?
No.
How long have you been living out here by yourself? I'm just curious.
I've been living out here many, many centuries. I will remain living forever. Me and my son.
Do you have anyone to, like, talk to or anything?
I talk to my baby boy.
I've got to whisper to Thoros. I think she's crazy.
Yeah, he quickly nods in, like, agreement, like, I think she's batshit insane. In a whisper. I can't whisper with that voice.
If you want, you can stay. I will read you the stories of my son.
What about that book that you have?
I will
The
read you.
tome.
I will read you the stories of the book.
Toros looks to Esmeralda. Is like, is that? You know, that kind of that phase where it's like it's something.
Come now. Come inside. Gather round. And she starts moving closer to you guys now. Come now, come.
I mean, I don't want to be rude.
Does anybody step in?
What is Thurko? What are you doing? Because you're still invisible, right?
Yeah, I'm still invisible. I mean, if she moved towards you, I would try to make sure I'm out of the way of her so she doesn't like run into me or anything.
Okay.
But I would wait to see what you guys are doing. Since I don't necessarily want to give away, you know,
Yeah.
where I am.
I think Gizzard would reluctantly step in.
Okay.
I don't want to be rude.
Torhas will follow, but like at a distance, but not too far. Like,
I'd probably move like just a little bit this way,
Okay.
just to make sure that they don't run into me.
Oh, yes, yes. Come now. You too, girl. And Esmeralda will also kind of like reluctantly step in the room, like looking around.
Are there any places to sit or anything like that? Or besides, there's like a desk here.
Nope.
Okay. In that case, in anticipation of being read a story, I suppose Gizzard will go and sit on the floor.
Torhas will be behind him, leaning against the wall.
Okay. Anything else anybody would like to do?
Oh, actually, Torhas is gonna peek outside real quick and let the three of them out there know that it's story time. And then he'll walk back in, and then lean against the wall.
Can I use Divine Sense on the ravens?
Yes. Divine Sense. Does that sense anything else, or do you just put it on?
This lets me detect like good and evil in the Hallow spell. Locations of like celestials.
So, hold on.
There's the text of Divine Sense.
I like how it literally. I know the vampire Count Strahd von Zarevich, for instance. Thanks.
What the heck? Spoilers.
Yeah. Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hallow spell. So you sense evil inside of the hut. You don't sense evil around the ravens.
I'm gonna talk to Ismark and Irena and see if there's a way we can try to maybe release those ravens if things go sideways.
Yes, I agree.
I'm gonna also mention that I sense great evil in that hut. Though I'm not very surprised by that notion.
right after being told it's story time. There's evil in there.
And knowing that there is a certified dog killer in there.
It's true. It's the evilest presence of all.
True evil. The prime evil.
So, you guys inside kind of gather around while Baba Lysaga pulls open this tome. And let me read you the story of Count Strahd von Zarevich. And she begins reading. And as she opens her mouth to begin reading the story, you guys hear a different voice. You hear the voice of a familiar voice.
Strahd's voice.
Yes, you hear Strahd's voice. And here, I'll show you guys. This is what the pages are. I'll go ahead. The script is horrible to read. I've gone ahead and written it down, so I will read it to you guys right now. So, pay attention.
Is that a second page?
Yes, there's 2 pages.
Oh, shit. The first one was underneath. I was like, the second one starts with it.
So she begins reading, and the voice of Strahd comes out as she reads. I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was the warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god. But the war years and the killing years wore from my life. I found my youth and strength gone, and all I had left was death. My army settled in the Valley of Barovia and took power over the people in the name of a just god, but with none of a god's grace or justice. I called for my family, long unseated from their ancient thrones, and brought them here to settle in the castle Ravenloft. They came with a younger brother of mine, Sergei. He was handsome and youthful. I hated him for both. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others, a rare beauty, who was called Perfection, Joy, and Treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. I loved her with all of my heart. I loved her for her youth. I loved her for her joy. But she spurned me. Old One was my name to her, elder and brother also. Her heart went to Sergei. They were betrothed. The date was set. With words she called me brother, but when I looked into her eyes, they reflected another name. Death. It was the death of the aged that she saw in me. She loved her youth and enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine. The death she saw in me turned her from me, and so I came to hate death. My death. My hate is very strong. I would not be called death so soon. I made a pact with Vol, a pact of blood. On the day of the wedding, I killed Sergei, my brother. My pact was sealed with his blood, his divinity. I found Tatiana weeping in the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me. She would not let me explain, and a great anger swelled within me. She had to understand the pact I made for her. I pursued her. Finally, in despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft, and I watched everything I ever wanted fall from my grasp forever. It was 1,000 feet through the mists. No trace of her was ever found. Not even I know her final fate. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my soul, but I did not die, nor did I live. I became undead, forever. I have studied much since then. Vampire is my new name. I still lust for life, for youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun and the light I fear the most. But little else can harm me now. Even a stake through my heart does not kill me, though it holds me from movement. But the sword, that cursed sword that Sergei brought, I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear and hate it as much as the sun. I have learned much, too, about this land of Barovia. Ancient are its ways, ancient beyond the knowledge of simple folk of the valley. Ancient saints dwelt in this valley long before my coming, and 3 hidden fanes still give tribute to their memories. I visited the swamp fane, the forest fane, the mountain fane, and I claimed their powers for my own. Their servants now serve me, and thus I have become the land. I have often hunted for Tatiana. I have even felt her within my grasp, but she escapes me. She taunts me. She taunts me. What will it take to bend her to love me? I now reside far below Ravenloft. I live among the dead, and I sleep beneath the very stones of this hollow castle of despair. I shall seal shut the walls of the stairs, that none may disturb me. And then she closes the book.
Gizzard claps.
And roughly how long has it been? Has it been close to an hour?
I'd say, yeah, it's been about an hour.
Okay, if I think it's getting close to an hour, I would kind of sneak out to the porch so that I'm not immediately visible when I reappear.
Okay. Oh, right, because invisibility only lasts like an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. So she closes the book. Gizzard, you clap. They will never harm you again, my young child. And she looks at the baby and begins stroking it again. They will never harm you. Never!
I don't believe we had asked your name.
My name. My name is Baba Lysaga. I am the mother of Strahd. Esmerelda looks at the two of you, and she kind of goes to her sword. She doesn't immediately pull it out or anything, but she just kind of is grabbing her hilt.
Yeah, Torhas, because he's up against the wall, he's putting both his hands behind his head, you know, that kind of relaxed pose. But he's definitely like one hand near his axe hilt. And he kind of looks between the two.
Could I have used the time she was telling the story, since it was about an hour, to try to see if I can kind of come up with a way to get up to the raven cages?
Yes. So you're able to...
A rope tied to one of
Yeah,
the
so-
raven cages?
You do
Yeah.
see a rope tied to the one on the left that Torhas had tied up there. So you're able to climb up to the cages. How?
And for clarity, the hour would have been since the spell was cast, not necessarily the length
Yeah,
of the story time.
it's probably been like...
maybe 20 minutes
Yeah.
before. At least.
So I'm just gonna wait until I get until I see some sort of sign.
You're gonna wait to try to open the cages?
Yeah, I just want to make sure, like, I kind of have an understanding of maybe how to do it. So that
Uh,
if I can try to open
Roll me another investigation check as you get closer to the cages. The locks look like they're like arcane locks. So you realize you might be able to find a way to open them, but it might be difficult. So Esmeralda at this point gets like pretty aggressive. She's had enough of this. Give me the tome, woman. And Baba Lysaga, no, it is mine. I need it.
Or what?
She looks at you and she doesn't want to. She doesn't say anything.
Well, he's kind of prodding.
She doesn't answer. Does anybody do anything else before Esmeralda's about to take action? Is there anything anybody wants to do?
I'll attack when, if she does. Otherwise, holding.
Gizzard would say, Esmeralda, calm down. We are her guests.
And I guess I'll look at trying to get ready to pick the lock on this Raven cage.
Okay.
I think I'm closest to that one.
Okay. Esmeralda looks at you. Did you not hear what she just said? She said she is the mother of Strahd.
Yeah, I'm not the most keen on having more Strahds.
And Esmeralda will look down at the baby, and she's gonna try to attack it.
The baby?
Yeah.
All right, so Thurkrell is no longer the most evil person in the room.
She just said that the baby is Strahd.
I know that part, but yeah. Not expecting.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why I thought you meant the hag was attacking the baby.
No.
I'm really confused.
If I see her attempting to, I'm gonna try to stop her from attacking the baby.
Okay.
Like she's obviously probably got her weapon and drawn and everything
Yeah.
like that. But
She like pulls it out, and Baba Lysaga just kind of like, eh? And you have the chance.
Esmeralda, stop. It is a child.
Plus, to be honest, she seems kind of insane. She is probably not another Strahd, though.
I would have stood up and approached the crib. Yeah, I would approach if she continues. Like, I would get close to Esmeralda to kind of try to stop her from approaching the crib too much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she tries to push past me or what.
No, she kind of hesitates for a second, and looks at you.
It's just a child.
Is it just a child, or is it a monster? How dare you say that about my baby boy? How dare you?
All right, while you guys are talking, I'm going to kind of jump over to this log, to this stump, and start trying to open this Raven cage.
Okay, roll me the sleight of hand with your thieves' tools.
20?
Wow. Yeah, that you are able to open the cage. As you open it, the swarm of ravens does come out, and they fly right past you, immediately into the hut, and begin to attack Baba Lysaga.
Yeah, Tauros is gonna look to Gizzard and within a very short amount of time be like, we should probably be trusting. He's not saying it, but he's, insinuating we should follow with the ravens.
Let me see if I have something for. I might use one of my thingies here as a swarm. What can we use? Let's do. Ooh, look at this creepy eye. Hold on, I just want to place this here. That's creepy. Okay, sorry.
Jeez.
Oh my god, making it bigger
Make
made
it
it
bigger.
worse. Yeah.
I'm gonna use. Let's use this grease splatter as a swarm of ravens. So,
Just a bunch of V's.
wait, what is the? Oh.
I drew
Oh.
little bees.
Okay. So swarm of ravens does attack Baba Lysaga, and let me roll. They kind of are like missing her as she's like batting them away. Ah! How did these things get out? And she starts like swarming, like putting her hands out, trying to bat them away.
And should we go into initiative or?
So she doesn't immediately put two and two together that that one of you let them out. So if there's anything else anybody wants to do, Baba Lysaga is going to kind of walk towards the front of the hut.
I'm gonna wait for her to pass me, and then they can attack from behind.
Okay.
As I see the ravens going in, I am going to cast Bless on myself, Thurkarel, and Torhas. Because those are probably the only three. Actually, yeah, those are the three I can see.
Yeah, I'm like right at the arch. Actually, can I not attack her? Can I kick her off? Like if she's going, oops, I'm on the No, I want to kick. Like if she's like right here at the ledge, just gonna boom right off the edge.
Okay, roll an attack roll.
Well, I would probably count it as a shove action, is what I was saying. Which I think is
Yeah.
like contested strength check.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoops. 13. That's not good.
So she has to roll.
Although she might not see it coming, so maybe she rolls with disadvantage.
Yeah, because I'm doing it from behind her.
Old woman, and then we're just like kicking and tripping her after releasing her bird.
So you do actually kick her, and she falls down.
Is it like 10 feet up?
She's gonna try to use. She's gonna try to use a reaction to grab onto her skull.
Onto her skull or the skull underneath?
The skull that's right outside.
Sorry, that was a really bad joke.
Yeah. She kind of grabs hold of the skull, and she's like kind of leaning it up against it. Ah! How dare you! How dare you all! And the ravens are still swarming her and like pecking at her as she's trying to grab onto the skull. And she does see the open cage with you, Thurkarel, and she sees the whole party basically. So I would say at this time, yeah, everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
It's party time, boys.
I'm gonna let you guys roll
Girls.
first. Because I have a lot of initiatives to roll.
What?
Monka asks.
Well, no, we have Irena, Ismark, Esmeralda,
okay.
Baba Lysaga,
Yeah.
swarms of ravens.
And other things?
The land is gonna start attacking us.
The land.
Sky.
Baby.
Yeah. The
Alright.
land.
I'm
joke was
waiting for the
intentional.
baby to like just fuck us all up. Because we never expect the baby.
All right, let's do this. Whoa! All right, so first up.
Why don't we do the
Tornas.
turn tracker thing?
How to? Yeah, it's
Like the clock thingy on the left-hand side.
yeah, it's because I just don't know how to do it.
I don't know how
There
to
should just
add
be
an
like a
already rolled.
Yeah. I mean, you just have to
That's
do it
not good.
manually. I think there should be like an add button on the bottom there. I think. Let me turn on your stream so I can see what it looks like.
Right click a token and add. Choose add to turn.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. So if you
Actually,
click
you guys
on.
do it.
Add turn. So Torhas rolled an 18,
Yee.
and then Tira rolled a 16.
And you can
Okay.
like drag them around too after you enter, so you can just
Okay.
reorganize them later.
Okay. Archon rolled a 13. All right. Yeah, we'll probably need it for this because there's gonna be a lot going on.
Yeah, once I saw those rolls, I'm like, I'm just gonna put that out there.
Gizzard rolled a 10. Esmerelda, let me just pull up Esmeralda's stat block really quick. She rolled 9, 10, 11, 12. She rolled a 12. Then Irena rolled 5. And then Ismark rolled a 17. Okay, so he goes up. Where'd he go? Shit. I must have deleted him. Ismark. Oh,
I see him.
you see him?
Yeah.
On the turn roller thing.
Yeah, I see him.
It says 0
It
though.
says
right?
0. Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to re-edit. Hold on. Why is it not letting put in 17? There we go. How do I? Okay, there we go. And then, Baba Lysaga
Hers. Yeah.
rolled a just a 4.
Ooh.
Cool.
Wait, really? Is that just? Yeah, just a 4.
She doesn't have a bonus?
Unfortunate.
Cool.
Where is she?
Also, this is nice to see from the player side. So now I know that like, I don't think the players can see like the names of other things. I don't think.
No, I just don't have names written down
it
for
just
these
doesn't have names?
tokens.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the Ravens roll just a 3.
I see my name, but I don't see all the other names. for some
Yeah.
reason.
That's
Oh,
the same
okay.
for
You
me.
guys roll
Like I
20
see my name, but
character.
not everybody else.
Okay.
It might be
Which-
because. Oh wait, no, maybe not. I don't know.
That's nice to know because like I was always worried about like adding
Okay.
things to the initiative tracker and then the players could see the name
Spoil a
of the
name.
thing. So yeah. But now I know that that doesn't happen.
Why is
so.
this all messed up now? 18, 17, 16, 13, 12, 5, 4, 3. Okay. So, can you guys all see this turn order thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do I just like... Okay, I see. So, it's on Torhaus right now.
Yeah, and then just hit the right arrow button
When-
to go to the next.
Okay. All right. So, that's everybody. Torhaus, you are up first.
We're 10 feet up.
Yeah, about 10 feet. Or 10. Yeah, 10 feet.
Can I use my movement to go down the rope and then attack? I can, right?
Yeah,
I'm
you can
really
use
bad
your
with
all your
vertical
movement.
height. Yeah. So I'm going down. I'm going to rage first, and then go for. I was not expecting that sudden change in sound.
Uh-oh.
I'll just roll 20. Fuck it.
It's new battle.
So reckless attack advantage on first. 23 to hit,
That hits.
and then 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
So Torhas is kind of, quickly slides down the rope and just kind of a weak one hand almost. It's a very quick and reckless strike. Kind of slides right through, or slices toward her arm. That's my turn.
Alrighty. So, give me 1 second here. All right. So, Ismark will, upon seeing this, will draw his weapon, and he is going to try to attack her as well. Actually, yeah, he's going to draw his crossbow and stay ranged. So heavy crossbow. Oops, that's not d20 plus 3. That's just a d20. So 13. He misses. And I think he makes 2 attacks. Let me just check. Oh no, just 2 longsword attacks. Okay, so he misses. Next up is Tira.
How far is she from me?
Are you still down there, or are you up by the ravens currently?
I was up by the raven.
So she's like 10 feet from you.
And Torhas is blocking me or no?
He's kind of on the ground. You're a little bit. You
I'm
have the high
immediately below.
ground.
Can I try to use a crossbow attack against her?
Sure.
Nice.
Nat 20.
A
Nat 20. All right.
No dueling.
yeah, no dueling.
So just 7 plus 5.
Yeah.
Um.
12.
Okay. All right. They're Corel.
Actually, am I able to use branding smite?
With a crossbow?
Because it says so. Most of my new. Let me check my others. Because like Wrathful Smite's actual text says the next time you hit with a melee weapon attack, I can do it. But Branding Smite says the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack. There's no melee
Yeah.
classifier on that.
Okay. Then I
Technically-
guess
mean,
yes.
although-
Or I get, yeah.
Yeah, technically you're supposed to cast those spells before you attack
Oh.
because it's the next time you hit a creature. So like you already attacked.
All right.
So
Never mind that.
I mean, it depends on if Tracy's feeling generous or not.
So you can smite next attack.
Actually, never mind that. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay.
That's why they take concentration too.
Right. Right.
I'm holding bless at the moment.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you would remove the bless. Okay. Thurkarel, you are up next.
Okay, can I jump back to here?
Uh,
Yeah. jump from basically the Raven cage back to the main ledge?
Yes.
Okay, how far away is Baba Lysaga from
10
me
feet
at
below
this
you.
point? 10 feet below me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Ish.
I would pull out my short bow and try to shoot down at her.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Ten.
Rip.
That misses.
All right,
That's right,
that
your
is my
stats
turn.
your stats are so OP, but you roll so terribly. I'm so surprised every
Isn't
single
that
time.
half of this party? We have decent stats and our rolls are just.
And Tira has poor stats but rolls well.
You have a 1d4 additional.
That's true.
Oh, from Bless?
Bless.
Yeah.
You can add 1d4 to your 13
So
miss.
13,
Yeah.
that probably
still
still
miss.
misses.
Yeah.
That also
Still worth a
misses.
shot. Still worth a shot.
Worth a
Yeah.
shot.
I mean, 14 AC seems possible.
Yeah. There's a chance.
Yeah.
That's the problem with being a barbarian is I can't test the AC because I roll so high.
Okay. So next up
Esmeralda's turn.
is okay. Esmeralda.
Yes.
No, but it says me.
Esmeralda is going to reach her hand into the crib of the baby.
Yep. Saw that coming.
Gizzard, you notice this. You're the only one to see this, but she reaches her hand in and grabs the baby, and it's not. It goes right through the baby.
Okay.
She puts her hand out. What is this? And she's going to run out and just where's her stat block? I just had it. Oh, there it is. She's going to take a silvered short sword and try to attack Baba Lysaga. What is wrong with you, you crazy woman? You old hag! She yells at her. And let's see if she hits. She rolls a nat 1. So in her anger, she just kind of fires this, like in her anger and confusion, she fires this crossbow. It completely misses and ricochets off the skull. And the arrow goes flying. Esmeralda huffs in anger, and Baba Lysaga laughs at her. And Gizzard, you go.
I'm just
Okay,
gonna
I am
say
go-
in character that is never the laugh of a good being.
Let's see. I sent you something on Discord. I'm not. This isn't my plan anymore, but I just want you to know what my headspace was at.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Gotcha.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Instead, I am just going to can I look around the hut and see if I can find any sort of crystals or gems that seem like what we were
Yeah.
looking for?
Roll me
Oh my
an
God, I love you.
roll me an investigation check.
Okay. I mean, I'm not very good at this, but 18 though?
Okay. You're kind of looking around, you look in the cupboards, you look for gems. You don't see anything. You see a locked chest, but then as you're kind of like looking at the chest, looking to see if there's a way to unlock it, you see under the baby's crib
Ooh.
something under the floorboards, like a glowing green light under the floorboards, under the crib.
Like, does it seem like there's a decent spot between the floorboards, or is it like just faintly glowing out like there's not much space?
It's kind of faintly glowing. Let me just see.
Does it seem like there's like room for me to stick my hand down in there, or is it too small for
It looks like it's the floorboards are really rotted. but you don't see a way to like stick your hand in there or something. If that's like, it looks like it's like they're straight up under the floorboards. But the floorboards are not looking too great. So
it seems like you're insinuating that I might be able to break the floorboards.
yes.
But I think that was my action to search for things, so maybe next turn.
Okay.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Next up is Irena, who she kind of moves forward a little bit, and as the Baba Lysaga looks at her, this is the first time Baba Lysaga is kind of looking at Irena. She goes, Marina, is that you? And she looks right at Irena as she says that, and Irena just looks confused. And she's just ignores it completely. And is gonna also try to attack her with a ranged attack. With the crossbow that Torhas gave to her.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Because otherwise she wouldn't have any ranged items. She does hit. So, let me just see the crossbow is D8, so D8. Okay, she does 8 damage to Baba Lysaga with the crossbow. Okay. Next up is Baba Lysaga. Alright, so she looks at all of you as she's kind of surrounded by enemies at this point. And she begins chanting something to herself. And she begins chanting in Abyssal. So if anybody knows Abyssal, you would be able to...
Dang, not halfling?
No, not halfling.
Random language I chose?
And as she does, she casts Misty Step to Misty Step herself into... Sorry, where's Misty Step? Into the skull. And she goes right up into the skull. Darn this grid! And
Alt, you can...
Alt.
Oh, cool. And she goes, "Rise! Rise, my pretty, rise!" And the skull begins rising, and she's driving it she's in the cockpit of the skull, and it begins rising from the ground up 40 feet into the air. And you see Baba Lysaga riding a skull.
Wait, she moved away from me, right? Do I have an attack of opportunity?
She casted Misty Step, which I don't think invokes, an attack of opportunity.
Teleporting does not invoke attacks opportunity.
So now Baba Lysaga is 40 feet in the air in a skull.
Oh, it's just a skull. I thought a giant skeleton was going to rise from the ground.
Nope. Just the skull. And that
Well, that's a problem.
leaves to the ravens. Thankfully, the ravens can fly. So they begin flying up and continuing to swat at her. Let's see if they have any luck. They do not. So, yeah, she still is, like, batting at these ravens who are, like, annoying the shit out of her. But nothing
Rise.
happens.
Stop it.
Yeah. She begins screeching. And Torhas.
Was there any chance that I could have grabbed onto the skull as it flew up into the air? 'Cause I was right next to her and the skull. Or no?
Probably not. Because that's not your turn. And yeah, you were not expecting the skull to rise from the ground.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So Torhas is gonna look to Tira and be like, Do your wing thing.
I'm just gonna look at him just like you think?
Yeah.
And he's gonna move over to Tira and he's gonna kind of like swallow his swallow his tongue and be like, "Take me with you." Trust me.
Am I going to be able to?
He
Torhas!
doesn't have. He's
I
gonna
need to
drop all of his
I
gear
need-
except for his axe.
I need to definitively know how much you weigh if you're going to do that.
Probably about 200 pounds. He just dropped a bunch of his stuff on the ground, except for his axe and pants.
Probably.
I just picture him unloading all of his stuff on the ground and just looks to Tira. Take me with you. And Tira like scoops him up, but like in her arms.
Well, it'd probably be more so like him like grabbing her like
Oh,
at the
yeah.
waist kind of thing.
I'm
It's
just
not
going
gonna
to
be a
tell you that
rom-com,
I'm like,
Tracy.
I will try to get you up there and drop you in there, but you have to be ready to attack when I do so.
Works for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold on to Tira and then technically hold action, right?
Yeah, I guess hold action till you can get
Yeah.
to
How high up is she?
40
40
feet.
feet.
Because I'm by the Raven cage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
you have to. But yeah, 'cause
Um,
I don't think you're in the right spot on
So
the map.
technically you're like here.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were here. Fuck.
Yeah, sorry. I was by the
All
Raven
right.
cage.
Oh, that doesn't work anymore.
I mean, if you want to try to climb up and use your action to climb up to
I
her,
have to jump over here and stuff too, though, right?
because the rope is still there. There's a rope that Thurkarel left on the cage.
Yeah. You've got
I have
feet of
40.
movement.
Yeah, I have 40 feet. So yeah, so same plan. I just go up the rope and then.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, same idea though.
Okay.
So 30 feet vertically.
That's effectively what I need to know. So, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Plus a little bit more because you're going above it to drop me, not meeting her.
Yeah.
So it's like 35 feet,
Yeah.
or even like 33.
Okay. So Ismark is going to go near Irena and try to like cover her. And he's gonna just try to attack the skull. One second. I just want to check something really quick. Okay, yeah. So he tries to attack it.
By the way, this is either going to go really well or horribly, Avex.
Oh yeah, I know.
Those are the best clan.
It does not hit. It's like ding. You guys see him fire from a heavy crossbow, and it dings off of the skull and just doesn't do anything. And she laughs again. Oh God! When I hear myself in the echo, I'm like, oh God.
It's good.
Okay. Let's take a quick break here because I have to pee. Sorry,
Oh okay.
everybody. And we will return, and it'll be Tira's turn. So BRB, everybody.
Suspense.
Alright.
Will this work or not? Also, Torhas, if people haven't realized, is deadly afraid of heights. Dude, the bass in this song kind of reminds me of Hell March. At certain parts.
Alright, I am back.
Okay, I'm back also. Just gonna pull something up here. Put this.
I'm back.
Cool.
Day 94 of quarantine. Opening the White Claw I bought on day 92 of quarantine.
It's really 94.
Probably about that.
This is actually going to be my first White Claw.
I think I checked at the beginning of June and it was 77 days for me.
Jesus.
What's a White Claw?
One.
It's
like
a
hard seltzer.
it's 100 calories.
This one's 170. It's like
Oh, wow.
it's a big one.
Absolute unit.
Absolute unit.
This is a 19 fluid ounce can of White Claw.
Dude, look at the thing I posted in the Magic Chat Discord.
That is pretty cool.
Cosplay. It looks hella sick.
I think it's like 66 days of quarantine for. Start a little bit later than you get.
I've been stuck in the house for like 8 months, so it's longer
Yeah,
for
I've
me.
been stuck in March 12th.
March 13th for me.
Mine was March
Yeah,
16th.
Mine was, start of April, so.
But you're kind of out in the cornfield, so it's okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Illinois is a state.
Monsters and
Statewide,
Inches.
not county-wide or anything like that.
There
Might be
you
a few
are,
more days. I don't know.
darling Esmerelda. Okay. All right. Oh, so many stat blocks. This is so hard. Okay. So, you guys, just to show you, this is a art that somebody made of Baba Lysaga in her skull, her flaming skull. So she's now ascended and is flying around the skull. Tira, you're up next.
Before we get started on this, and before this all goes horribly wrong, I would like to put this to the party. I would like to change Torhas's race from Dragonborn to Dragon Bomb.
Oh
All in
God.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how this works first.
All right, so I'm going to like close my eyes and like quietly say a prayer to myself. As like my eyes will like open like bright glowing blue, and my wings are gonna like explode out of my back as I grab Torhas and pray to whatever gods I know that I can yeet him up with myself 30 feet straight in the air.
Okay. So you can use your movement, right? This turn.
I have a fly speed when I'm in this form.
Nice. All right, so go ahead and roll a strength check.
God of Helm, Tyr, Torm, Morning Lord, give me strength.
The Morning Lord. Yeah.
Does Bless affect that?
Oh yeah.
That's yeah.
That's on attack rolls and saving
Attack.
throws.
Okay.
Not ability checks.
Okay.
Okay.
We had that discussion a lot in Doom's game.
Oh, I gotta
You
reset.
Yep.
you are able to fly up with Torhas. It kind
Oh,
of
just, like dearly holding on closed eyes, like oh God.
so Torhas, you're gripping to Tira as she flies, right?
Yeah.
Just roll me a strength check also.
Yeah, I had to restart roll 20. Wasn't letting me pull up.
Okay.
I really wish there was a we had some fan artists in the community to just draw this scene out.
I know. This is another good scene to draw. Like Torhas gripping onto Tira as she flies up
dragonborn.
with her wings. And then, so you are able to fly up with Torhas. It's a little like, it's like he does kind of drag you down a little bit. So I would even say like your movement speed is
I'm not surprised if it is.
Yeah,
but
it's not like
he's
your
heavy.
full. Yeah, because he's still pretty, beefy Dragonborn. So yeah, you're not able to do your full movement, but you are able to move up. What is it?
Your flight movement?
My fly speed is 30, so whatever you think is
Oh.
reasonable.
Like 15, I would say.
All right.
Halved.
Yeah. Okay, so you fly up. Just trying to do math here. So you were about 10 feet off the ground. You fly up 15.
25.
So you're about 25 feet. So you're
15 feet away.
Yeah, you're about 15 feet away from her. But yeah, you are a bit closer. All right. So with that, Thurkarel.
All right. Now that the other Raven cage has been vacated, I'm gonna
Try to open the
kind of
other
hop
one.
over to it and try to open that one.
Okay, go ahead and roll your thieves' tools.
Oops. Yeah, I didn't. It didn't do anything, so I clicked again. The first one.
So you almost have it. But you realize, and you notice this from the first one, it's an arcane. Do you add bless to that or anything like that, or is that just Nice.
Not
It's
on
just
ability
skill
checks.
okay?
Or, yeah.
Okay.
Only attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay. So you realize that this is an arcane lock, and you just barely are able to get it, and then your lockpick breaks, and you're not able to open it.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
You must construct additional pylons. Pylons.
Yeah.
Pylons.
Well, I was answering.
Pylons.
Sorry.
I trolled Tracy.
Pylons.
Yes. Thanks, Sabine. Let's see if you remember to turn off my sub alerts. No, I did not. So that was loud enough that I couldn't hear anything that was just said.
Also, side note, 3 years.
Wow,
Congrats.
3 years. Feels good, man. Wow.
So you said the lockpick broke, so do I lose one of my thieves' tools?
I don't really know how that works. I just always think of how it is in Elder Scrolls, where if you try to break, you try to break it and it breaks off. I would assume a thief has a sufficient amount of lockpicks.
Okay.
You don't have to mark it off.
Okay.
This is a 3.5.
Oh yeah, God, I don't know why Dungeons and Dragons used to be so hard. I like 5e.
I will say though, some of the art in the 3.5 handbook is really
So
good.
good.
Yes.
I still look back at some of the art in the DMG and not DMG.
I should look through the Art
That's
and
right, yeah.
Arcana book that I got. Again,
Oh yeah, I have that too.
it's been a while.
I think Strahda's in it. Who is next? Or is there anything else, Thurkarel?
Nothing else for me, so I think.
Okay, so Esmeralda's next. Let me look at her stuff really quick. So, Esmeralda is going to cast a spell. On Baba Lasogga. She's going to. So I just want to see. I think that there is something in the way. I don't know how this works. So basically, while she's in the skull, she has 3/4 cover against attacks. So if
Yeah, so that means she gets +5 to her AC against ranged attacks.
Oh, jeez. Okay. To her AC. Okay, so yeah, so this is. All right.
What about if we're above her?
Then I would say that
On the
doesn't.
skull.
I would
Yeah,
say that doesn't
yeah.
apply. Just when everybody below. So
Yeah.
my question is, if you're rolling something that just requires a saving throw, does she get a +5?
Just AC. Right?
No, she would not get a plus. If it's a saving throw, she wouldn't get any advantages. Although, make sure that if the spell might require sight or something
Oh
like that.
yeah,
although,
line of sight.
Although if you, yeah, like line of sight stuff. But usually most spells with 3/4 cover, you can still kind of see the other person, so they can still cast it.
Okay.
You could roll maybe they get advantage on the saving throw or something like that.
It also depends on the type of spell. Like if it's a line effect spell like lightning bolt, that would be obstructed versus like magic
Yeah.
missile, which would be unobstructed.
Well, magic missile hits no matter what, so.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, well,
I was
Esmeralda
thinking,
has
like,
both of those.
I have to think about where the spell is going to be coming from. Like if she's casting lightning bolt going up, like that's obstructed versus like an area effect spell at a point.
Got
If
it.
you can just see the point, you can use it.
Okay, so she's gonna cast magic missile on
Oh.
Lasogga.
Yeah. Magic
Uh,
missile always hits your target.
Got
so.
it. I guess yeah, because it's a missile. That makes sense. Critical language of each target hits your creature your choice that you see within range. D4 plus 1 force damage. 1d4 plus 1. Okay.
They do get a +5 bonus to dexterity saving throws with 3/4 cover.
Well, it always hits, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Oh, for other spells. Gotcha.
Yeah, for
So she's gonna
for
cast
example,
it.
if I decided to cast lightning bolt, then she would get a +5 to her dex save.
Got it. So she's gonna cast this at 3rd level, so she gets 3 missiles.
Wait,
Or-
isn't it 3?
Well, she would get.
So it'd be
Yeah,
5
she would
missiles.
get 5 missiles.
5 missiles. Oh,
Yeah, it's 1 additional missile per level. So 3 plus
Yes.
1 plus
And it
1.
starts with 3, so. Then you would add 5 damage to that as well.
16. Okay, so she does 16 damage to her.
Magic
and-
missile's a very underrated spell.
Yeah, it's pretty good if you cast it at a higher level.
Cast magic missile into the darkness.
Okay. So, yeah, Esmeralda casts that, and you guys see this jolt of energy from her hand. Baba Lysaga gets hit by it. Ah! You all will regret. And she begins to. Actually, she doesn't do anything, so that's all. Gizzard, you go.
Okay, so I know you said that the boards were rotted away. Does it seem like, well, I think no matter what, I would probably have to, I don't think my spells would work very well for trying to destroy floorboards, would I? So yeah, I would just like to try to destroy the floorboard and try to figure out what this glowy thing is in here, if I can.
Yes. So, do you want to just try to attack the floorboards, or what do you want to do?
I don't know. Can I get like a grip on them and just try to like pull at all, or would I have to make some sort of damage for?
You could try to grip them, pull them off. Roll me a strength check.
Okay. My strength is not very good, but 5.
You are struggling to rip these floorboards off. You feel that they are really old. You feel like you could be able to pull them off if you tried really hard, but just your first attempt, you're like, ugh, and it doesn't work.
Okay. Well, that's my turn.
Okay. Oops. Irena, she will trying to think of what Irena. Yeah, I guess she's just gonna try to attack Baba Lysaga directly. And she's not gonna be able to hit because Baba Lysaga's got the
20 AC.
yeah, basically. Yeah, so she tries to hit it. Damn it! And so Irena's gonna try to look around and see if she can maybe get a more advantageous spot. She's gonna like try to move back a little bit and see if that helps. See what Baba Lysaga's next move is gonna be. Which it's Baba Lysaga's next turn. So with Baba Lysaga's next turn, as she's in her skull, you guys see her raise her arms out, and she begins chanting again, something in Abyssal. And then you hear her say, "He is the ancient. He is the land. He is the ancient." And she begins summoning something.
I have a feeling you know
Did
what's about to
Tracy's
happen.
mic cut out?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Probably
looking.
reading something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
How do I not TPK right now?
as you guys are all standing where you are, minus Torhas and Tira, who are flying in the air, the rest of you who are on the ground, you feel giant roots
Yep.
beneath the hut come to life and pull themselves
Yep.
up out of the
Feel
mire.
it.
The hut and the roots lurch and groan. And all of these all of these roots.
It's a cow.
That's what I heard.
I can't do anything. You guys are supposed to be scared, not laughing.
Sorry.
And you feel the floor tremble and move like an earthquake as these roots lurch and groan and become a lumbering mass that cracks as it walks, and it begins walking a little bit. And
Yeah.
the hut looks like
Which direction is it heading?
it's heading towards Ismark and Irena. And as a matter of fact, Gizzard, Esmerelda, and Thurkarel roll a dexterity saving throw. And Thurkarel, roll at disadvantage because you are on one of the roots.
12.
Okay.
Oof, 9.
Oh boy. Excuse me.
Oh, and Esmeralda. She rolls.
That's you.
That's me. Oh, it's actually pretty good. Everybody except, or so, Gizzard and Thurkarel, you guys both get knocked down. You're not prone, you just get knocked over, and begin to lose your footing as a hut begins moving. And
So we are not prone?
no, you just get knocked to. Or I guess
Stumbling
technically
a
you're
bit.
prone. Yeah,
Okay.
you can get up easily, but yeah, you're just prone. And that is her turn. And the ravens will try to attack her.
Do something.
They actually do hit
Yeah.
this time.
Go Rick.
So 2d6. It's 2d6. Oops. Okay, so they do 6 damage, piercing damage to her. Ah! These damned ravens! Okay. And... Torhas.
I don't think I can do anything. Yeah,
Or I
Toras
should
is.
hold until I. get
Yeah,
up there.
he's just holding on for dear life, eyes closed. He has no idea how high up he is right now.
Okay.
He just hears this rumbling sound and goes, What is that? Do I want to know?
So you don't want to know.
Okay. Just tell me when. And then, still holding.
Okay.
I can show you the world.
Ismark is
Didn't
going... Ismark's got to move it out of the way, so he's going to take his full movement to move away from the hut. Oh, Irena can't do anything. He is, like, not... He's gonna try to attack the hut, because he can't really see Baba Lysaga from where he is. And he misses. But he's gonna actually use his longsword to try to attack it. So he's probably, like, right at, like, the roots. Yeah, he misses. Alright. Actually, I have to add the hut to the initiative. I need a token for it. I'm just gonna make this.
Oh, you should. I think if you hit the setting button, you can just add an empty slot too.
I don't know if I should roll for the hut in the initiative or just add it after Bob. I'll add it.
Either that or maybe just even at the top of the round might work.
It's technically the top of the round was Torhas.
That's already passed.
I'll just make it after Baba Lysaga. Okay. Next up is Tira.
Oh, Thurkerall was before me.
Nope.
Nope, I'm after you.
Not 13.
So I'm going to keep trying to bring Toras up higher. How much more do I have left? I think I have like 15 feet left to go.
Yes, I think you should
Well, you
just.
were at 25, so if you do another 15, that would put you at 40.
So you'll just be at level with her.
Dash.
That's a DM
Dash.
discretion if that's enough for me to like have Toras jump over or not. If I'm like moving up close to her.
If you use your dash action, you can get yourself higher to get like an advantageous point to drop him.
I will do that.
Okay. Okay, so Torhas, so Tira kind of aligns you above the skull, and you held your action to jump in.
Yeah.
So just make
He's
me.
basically falling down and not falling, but like
I'm gonna
you know,
yell
leaping
now.
down with his axe going
Yeah.
right for her head.
Roll me an acrobatics check.
Wish it was athletics, right?
Don't fuck up, please don't.
Okay.
Fuck up.
15.
So you are able to land in the skull with her.
And I was holding for an attack,
Okay, you can go ahead and roll your attack.
and it will be
Motion
Reckless
past, call him
one.
Dragon Bomb.
a reckless attack because he's just like die. 15 misses. Oh, wait, no.
15. That hits. 15. Well, her AC is 15. So does that? I always
Okay.
forget. That
Yes, it hits.
it hits. Okay.
That's
no,
the number
no
to
two,
match.
so just 12 slashing. I didn't rage.
Okay. 12 slashing.
Oh wait, am I still raged? Wait, how many rounds has it been?
Well, I don't think you got attacked or attacked anybody.
I attacked at the very beginning.
Well, yeah, but if you go around without attacking or being attacked, you lose rage.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh right. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
you wouldn't be
so
raged.
It is.
But I
still
mean,
12.
you could bonus an action and still. Well, no, because it's technically not your turn right now. So yeah.
Right.
you
Yeah,
would
yeah.
not-
It's just
my
an
bonus
attack.
action.
Yeah. Okay, Thurkarel, you're up.
All right, so stand up from prone, try to go up the rope to get close enough to the ravens, and I want to do one more try on picking the lock.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Oh, sorry. I still have disadvantage marked.
But a 29.
Yeah, a 29 opens the lock.
Okay.
I'm unsure. Yeah, I guess 29 is fine. Yeah.
I guess 29 is okay.
Well, it's just because it's like 2 rolls. Like, which one do I honor? I guess the higher one.
Usually,
Yeah,
whenever
I have
play
disadvantage
one on the
marked.
left.
Okay.
Left is
Yeah.
first roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, you do. You do unlock this cage of ravens. So let me add another.
Control C, Control V.
Oops. Hold on. Actually, you guys are supposed to be up here.
Oh, yeah. At least I am, yeah.
Here's the other swarm of ravens. Okay, so I'll add them to the initiative. All right. Next up, Esmerelda. She is still up. She wasn't knocked prone. She's gonna try to... Actually, I'm not sure what she's gonna do. She will try again to, she's gonna try to cast Firebolt on the hut itself as she sees it moving. And it's like all the roots, so she's gonna try to go for the roots and cast fire onto it, see if that helps. But she's gonna cast it at a higher level. So she casts Firebolt.
Well, Firebolt is just a cantrip.
But you can
So-
if you cast it at like 5th level.
If she's a 5th level spellcaster, then yeah, you double the dice.
Oh, actually, no. Yeah, she's only 4th level.
Then yeah, that's just 1d10 if she hits.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay,
Wait.
she misses.
She cast a level 3 spell earlier, so wouldn't she be at least level 5?
Oh yeah, she's a 7th level spellcaster, but she only has.
Yeah, so yeah.
But she only has 4th level. Like, so I don't understand how you can cast something at a higher level when she only has spells able to be at 4th level.
Because she's
Oh,
basically like,
right.
if she was a player character, she would be level 7. That's what I mean.
Okay.
So she would be able to cast 4th level spells.
Well, regardless, she misses.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next up is Gizzard.
Oh, my turn. Okay. So I will stand back up. So that takes half my movement. Ah, man. I am going to attempt to pry open some of the floorboards again.
Okay.
And this time I'm going to use my inspiration that I have
Sure.
for advantage.
Okay.
Come on. 14?
14 just makes it.
Ooh. Glad I used it, otherwise it would have been a 1.
You are able to break open the floorboards. And
okay.
you see 3 gems at the bottom. It's about... let me just double check here. I think it is... where is it? It's 3 foot deep. So,
okay.
yeah.
Would I be able to reach them on my turn, or will I have to use an action next turn to grab them?
I'm gonna say till next turn, since you use your action to break open the floorboards.
Okay, that's fine.
Would he be able to use
That is-
movement though?
Well, his movement he used to get back
get
up.
back.
Well, I used half of my movement to stand up, so I would still have 15 feet.
I don't know. Do you think you could be able to grab 3 gems with your movement?
Well, if it's like 3 feet down, I mean, how long is the average arm?
Average arm is about
It's like
3 feet.
Wasn't it 1?
3 feet.
I don't know. I to me, you spent most of your action like breaking open the thing. So
Let's see. The distance between your nose and your fingertip to your arms extended is about 3 feet.
also,
So would I be able to like?
you can grab one.
Grab one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll grab one then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll kind of like lean over and stick my arm as far down as I can. Sorry, I was leaning away from the mic. Yeah, I'll stick my arm and lean down as far as I can and grab one.
Okay. You grab one of the gems.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. Irena is gonna she's gonna use her movement to move back and try to attack the. Oh, I just rolled twice. She does manage to hit the hut.
DM instinct.
Oh, lol. So just give me 1 sec here. D8 plus 1. Alright, so she does 8 damage to the hut. Okay. Next up is Lysaga. So she looks at you, Torhas.
Yeah.
You are trying to ruin my plans. You will regret everything you've done here. You will regret the day you defied Lysaga. You have underestimated me
You must
and
construct additional pylons.
I got a new sound.
Pylons.
Ah! My evil
Underestimated forever
monologue.
Pylons. Pylons.
Thank you, Trip, for the resub. Also, talking in this voice hurts my throat.
Yeah.
She will look at you right in the eyes, Torhas. You will regret underestimating my power. And she is going to cast Power Word Stun.
Ooh.
Oh.
Which,
That's
what's
scary.
your hit points right now?
I think I'm maxed still. It's a 71.
You are stunned instantly.
Rip.
So you guys, Tira, you see this. She points one of her long, scraggly fingers with its long fingernail and points it right at Torhas and says a word in Abyssal. Kartesh. And instantly Torhas just, you see him, his arms just kind of rile up and just can't move. He's stuck and stunned right next to Lysaga. As she pulls her finger away, she looks up at you, Tira. You're next, dear. And, yeah. So, next up, yeah.
Hey, at least it wasn't power word kill.
Yeah, kill or anything like that.
Yeah, you guys would have regret everything because she has some really scary spells. Next up is the hut. The hut is going to try to attack Ismark and Irena. Lysaga the hut.
No, it's Jabba the Hutt.
Three attacks. Actually, it's going to make 2 attacks on Ismark, and then its third attack, you can use rocks for a ranged attack. So,
I'm liking these rolls though.
it hits. One of them hits Ismark. Oh my god. Oh no, I might kill Ismark.
Uh-oh.
I didn't realize how much damage the root does.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Oh god.
Okay, he's still okay. So Ismark takes a huge hit from this. You guys, I'm trying to see if anybody notices this. Thurkrell, you might see this. Esmerelda sees this. And Tira, you might see this. But this thing, the root just comes up and smacks Ismark, and it knocks him and takes a huge hit out of him, and he kind of just falls for a second. And then it's going to take another attack. It's going to bring up a rock and try to fire at you, Thurkrell. 9 plus 12.
Ooh, it's got a plus 12.
Yep.
Is that George in the background?
No, that's
I mean, he's far away from
Oh,
his mic.
Can I use Uncanny Dodge to half the attack's damage?
sure. So this giant boulder. Oh, 666. Down. It does 18 plus 8 bludgeoning damage.
So 26. half.
26. Yeah, so 26 halved bludgeoning damage to you.
13.
Wow. That could have been a lot worse. Okay. So that is its turn. Next up is the Ravens, who the first swarm will again try to attack Lasogga. They hit. So let me double check how much they do. Oh. Actually doing pretty good work. Oh, jeez. All right. All right. Then the next swarm of ravens will fly up and try to also attack Lasogga. They miss. And that brings us back to the top of the initiative. Torhas. You are stunned, so you have to make a
Strength throw? Or
stun
save?
target must make a Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Oh, at the end of my turn?
Yep.
So I guess now.
Oh.
Make a save and then your turn ends.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Good thing I have advantage on that. 18?
That's good.
Or not advantage, plus 7.
I'm trying to
Should
see.
have the DC somewhere in the spellcasting.
And you're within Tira's aura, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. So he gets a plus 2, right?
Yeah,
So 20.
1d4.
Is it just an innate? It's
Oh no,
just
he's
innate?
within. He has your
Perimeter?
aura, yeah. To be. So as long as you're within 10 feet of her, you get a plus 2.
Okay.
Read the message that I just sent you, Doom.
Spell
Is that-
save DC 17? Yes.
DC 17 plus plus 9 to hit. Okay, so DC 17. So okay, you are able to break free from the stun,
All right.
and that's your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just my turn. That's what I thought.
Ismark, who just took a big hit from this tree, is going to just try to continue to attack it. 13, 14, 15, 16. Actually, he does hit. So that one hits, and he actually attacks twice. Let me just see. Okay, so only one hits. And the longsword is D10 plus 3. D10 plus 3. Okay, so he does 13 damage to the hut. Oh my god. Okay. I just realized. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next up is Tira.
I'm gonna see that Torhas seems to have broken out of his stun, and I'm going to charge down with
Excuse me.
see if I can do anything without burning my blessed. I think I have to drop my blessed to hold any other thing, right?
You're more than welcome to join me fighting.
Yeah, no, I know that part. Oh, actually, what? Yeah. I'm gonna charge. I'm gonna like fly charge in with the sun sword drawn, and attack Bubble Saga.
Okay.
Sunblade.
Nice.
That hits.
And I'm going to use my regular, normal paladin-based divine smite.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the regular damage. Then I'm gonna do it at a one higher level for a second level spell slot.
So 17 points of damage?
Yeah.
Unless she's not undead or a fiend, is she?
I don't know.
Let me
I'm.
know.
It doesn't-
She is not.
Yeah. So that's.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna do my second attack.
Okay.
I figured that she probably wasn't, but no harm in asking.
That probably doesn't work.
That misses.
Is it within a range of 4?
Oh crap! Hold on, I just lost her HP. Oh, there we go. There it is.
Oh, her AC is 15. Never mind. No. So no.
Yeah, yeah.
So second attack misses.
Okay. All right, Thurkrell, you're up next.
All right. As a bonus action, I'd like to disengage from this route and hop back over to the main part of the house
Okay.
for my movement, and then I'd like to. I know this will be difficult, but I'd like to try to shoot an arrow at Baba Lysaga.
Okay.
So she just gets a +5 to her
Yep.
AC.
Okay. 11. That misses.
That misses. Yep.
All right. That is my.
Okay.
If I have any more movement, I guess I'd move a little further into the house.
Okay. Next up is Esmerelda. She is again she's going to try to she's gonna have magic missile again. So she'll cast that.
Just for my sanity check, we're 3 rounds in of me flying, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I have 7
3 or
more
maybe
rounds.
4.
Second level, so third level. Okay. So
Yeah.
she does 13 damage. Okay. All right, next up is Gizzard.
Okay, I would like to grab the remaining gems or crystals or whatever they are.
All right, go ahead and yeah, you can just use your action to grab them.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
You grab the crystals, and immediately, as you do, the tree or the hut stops moving. and all of the legs just completely collapse to the ground. Roll, you three, Esmerelda, Thurkrell, and Gizzard, roll me another dexterity saving throw as the tree kind of suddenly just halts and falls back down.
7.
18.
Yeah. Okay. So, you're good, Thurkrell. You're able to keep your balance and remain up. Gizzard, you fall prone again, even though you're kind of like laying down. You just like fall off your fours and just like fall into the ground. Esmeralda completely falls over, and she kind of hits her head. Actually, yeah, she would probably fall off. Shit. Yeah, Esmeralda falls to the ground and takes
1d6 for every 10 feet.
And actually, because it's like 50. So she takes 3 damage as she falls to the ground, and the hut seemingly is stopped moving after Gizzard grabs those gems.
I have the gems.
Meanwhile, there's a floating skull in the air. Tira's got her wings out.
I don't think I have any idea about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Irena will then hesitantly move forward, and after this thing stops moving, and she'll try to attack. She'll attack Baba. Yeah, she completely misses Baba Lysaga. And next up is Baba Lysaga. As she sees the hut stop moving, she is enraged. You see this fury in her eyes. How dare you stop this? How dare you stop me? And she's going to do quite a few things this turn, because she has some actions that she can do. She's going to continue She's going to begin chanting again. And she's going to summon. Come, my pretties, come! Attack them! And she summons these witches.
More whelps. Oh, never mind.
Handle it.
Handle it. More dots, more dots, more dots.
She summons 3 Barovian witches.
With cats?
question.
Not with cats.
Oh.
Good. I would not want to be fighting cats.
Dogs, though.
Dogs, though, yeah,
Yeah.
you're an expert.
And they emerge from the ground here, and so 3 Barovian witches appear. And then she's going to also summon swarms of insects. Summon swarms of insects. 1d4. So she summons 4 swarms of insects. Oh god. There's so many swarms! Ah! Good god. One on Irena. One on Esmerelda. One on you, Tira. And one on you, Thurkrell. So you guys now, oh my god, there's so many swarms of insects to add to the initiative. I'm sorry, I keep complaining about...
Just put them all under one initiative.
Yeah, I'll put them all under one initiative. And I will add them to the end here. This is the hut. The hut is gone. So I will remove that. And finally, she's going to use her actual spellcasting action because those are just extra things that she has, which don't cost an actual action. They're kind of like legendary actions. She is going to cast Cloud Kill.
Oh no.
20-foot
She's
radius.
such a high level spellcat.
20-foot radius sphere of poisonous yellow-green fog centered on a point you choose within range. The fog spreads around the corners, lasts for the duration. The question is, does she put it to her hut around you guys or around Torahas and Tira? I think Torahas and Tira are her immediate threat right now, so she's going to cast it around her. So this is a 20-foot radius. So it's... And I guess, yeah, because it's in the air, so it's only
Wouldn't she be impacted by it too?
I don't know. If
she's in it,
You're a fog, so it's like she's inside of it then.
I always ascribe to when people cast spells, it doesn't affect their allies, but if you guys feel that...
That's what we said when we were at the Druids. The fine thing
I don't
they
know,
did.
but like for something, like personally from my perspective, if it's something like if it's like a fireball or a cloud and you're like in the center of it, that's different than if you're like
casting on...
Actually, I don't think it matters, because hold on, let me just check if she's immune. I think she's immune to poison. Oh, no, she's not. I thought she had immunities. Nope, I guess not. Let me just read the spell really quick. When a creature enters the spell's area, blah, 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 the fog moves 10 feet away from you at the start of each of your turns, rolling along the surface of the ground. Okay, she might not cast this then. Because if it's gonna...
It's like mustard gas.
Yeah, she needs to do something that's gonna affect her immediate threats right now. So...
Glad you're enjoying the spell effects, though.
Yes, I am. They are very useful.
I use them in any chance I can get to, so...
I see now why George... So we're about to fight a very important boss, Manchun, in our next battle, and he had us all preemptively roll our initiatives so he can plan out all of the attacks. Because like high-level wizards and stuff, which he is, like, there's a lot of shit, like, you have to think about.
High-level spellcasters are hard to run.
Really hard to run. Like, I need to, like, preemptively plan. Like, I had a few ideas of what she was gonna do, but she has a lot of really powerful spells.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a feeling. Alright, so what she's gonna do is... she's gonna look at you... actually, okay, so she's actually not gonna put the swarm on you. No, actually she will. Tira, she looks at you, and she points her finger again. You will serve me, pretty one. You will serve me! And she's gonna cast Geas, which...
Can she actually cast that? That's a long cast time spell.
Oh, it is 1 minute. God damn it! None of this is working!
No, Gaius is like a super powerful spell.
It is a super powerful spell.
It
That's
lasts 30 days.
30 days! Oh man,
Yeah.
she would have loved to have you as a servant. Okay, you know what? We're gonna have to do the big nasty one then. I was waiting to do this one, but we're gonna do it now.
I would argue whatever spell you come up with, Gaius is arguably worse because you can just do so much with it.
I'm sorry,
Keep in
Tira.
mind, she cast an 8th level spell already, so...
I'm sorry. She has 1 7th level slot, and she's gonna use it now. Her Hail Mary.
What is the 7th level murder spell?
She's gonna cast Finger of Death.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh, wait.
That does not sound good.
Wait, that's necrotic, right?
That's necrotic.
Alright, so I have a chance to... I have this no matter what. I quarter this if I'm lucky.
Yeah, actually, if I was a better DM, I would not cast it on the paladin, but
I
Well, it's
pissed
not
her
even
off.
just paladin; it's the ASMR part that.
Yeah,
does
that's
it.
not. It's not paladin skills there.
yeah. Oh well, I already said I'd cast it on you, so it doesn't matter. You still have to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, Tira, don't fuck this up.
It's DC 17, by the way.
Does your aura or bless affect you?
Bless affects
yeah.
me, and I don't think my aura affects.
No, the aura affects you.
Okay, so I have plus. I have my normal +3, plus 5, plus 2 from my bless. Sorry, +2 from my aura, so that's +5 total, plus 1d4. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, this is a learning experience for me for
Oh my
sure.
God.
Oh my god,
Wow.
no! No, Tira!
Goodbye, Tira.
I mean, minimum 10 or maximum 10 right now of the save. So yeah. Plus, yeah, which you got the maximum, so total of 10.
Oh yeah, it's +2. Yeah, I roll a 10. Effectively, off a crit 1.
All right.
So I take just regular half damage, whatever you roll.
Oh my goodness. All right.
GG, Tara.
This doesn't
I mean,
even.
the half damage. This is good, but still a lot of damage. Ooh. So
Oh my goodness.
You take.
Okay, so I have
26.
that. 26.
Yeah. 26.
Jesus Christ.
You're so lucky you're an ASMR. That's your max
That's
HP.
the only reason I'm alive. That's actually my exact HP.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yep. This is a learning experience for me. If
She
I
would have
was,
deleted me. That's
if-
perfectly fine.
I
She
could have,
would've
I could have deleted. I could have deleted somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
well,
guys.
here's the thing. I have relatively low HP for what I am. So,
Yeah.
like, Torhas has got a lot more HP. I think Thurkrell's even on
Mhm.
par with my HP.
Yeah, he's got one less hit point.
Yeah.
I think he had
All right.
more for a while though. You've just finally caught up.
All right, that's her turn. Back to the swarms of ravens. They both miss completely. Now the swarms of insects that she summoned will. I'm just gonna roll one for all of them, and we'll see if it hits you guys. Yeah, this is gonna miss everybody. Actually, I have to pull up a stat block for swarm of insects because it's not here. So, a 6. I assume, yeah, nobody gets hit by a 6. So you guys all, including Irena, you guys all avoid these swarms of insects, but they do start coming around the 4 of you. Torhas, you're up next.
I'm just still up there with her, right?
Yeah, I just saw what you posted. That's literally us when a DM rolls for an attack and gets you to your over Discord. Oh my
That
god.
was 30 minutes ago too. That was prophesizing.
I thought it was for the finger of death.
Nope. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep. I'll rage, seeing Tira just take a fuck ton of damage. Relatively. So I'm gonna rage, gonna do Great Axe.
To put that in perspective, taking that much
Right.
damage with resistance.
Oh, so much for that. Yeah, I hear someone's Discord as well. But my turn's over.
Okay.
Bless?
Huh?
Oh,
Did you have
is
Bless?
is
Sorry.
Bless?
Isn't Bless over?
Bless is over
Bless is
because the
over.
concentration. Or
Concentration
actually, you have to
broke, yeah.
roll, Tira, to see if it breaks
Yeah.
concentration.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I assumed it broke a while ago.
Honestly, if I'm really evil, I could say that because you rolled a nat 1, that it actually would instantly break, right? Because
I mean, you're the DM. You can say whatever
Well-
you want.
That's a fair assessment. I fucked up.
Because you have to roll. Well, you have to roll greater than the damage you took, which is still.
Oh,
You know what? Go ahead and roll.
okay. So
Damage.
This is
I'll
gonna be
do.
physically impossible.
yeah, go
20.
ahead. Oh,
21.
Nice. Yeah, I think.
that still
So-
doesn't. No, because she took 26.
Well, it's half the damage you take, so the DC would be just 13.
So 23 plus.
Okay.
Do I add my bless roll on that? Do I roll a bless die for that or no? See if I
Yeah.
lose stuff.
Yeah, you would. You succeed though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you succeed.
Because concentration is 10 or half the damage you take, whatever is greater.
Okay. So 13. Oh yeah, no, that passed. Cool.
Yeah. So like if you took the 52 points of damage though, then
I'd be dead.
I mean, you'd be dead in a
Dash.
zombie of Baba Lasogga.
But then the then the DC would have been like 26. So.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Well, she'd be unconscious, but she wouldn't
Yeah.
necessarily.
If he
be
was
unconscious and then
one more
fall.
hit point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I would have fallen out of the sky and hit the ground.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so Ismark is up next. He's
Wait.
gonna.
Wait, did he pass Constitution?
Oh, so he did pass. Sorry.
So I still have. So
You still have
is
bless.
17 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
so you
okay.
could roll your bless to see if you hit. Yeah.
I did already. 17 to hit is then.
Okay. Yep, you hit her.
Oh,
Alright,
nice.
and then it's 10 slashing.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot I have multi-attack. That's a thing. I knew there was something I was forgetting. So then I could second attack, normal.
Oh yeah, don't forget your
Yeah,
new reaction thing too. You got at level 6.
Hmm?
You got a way to use your reaction at level 6. You can reduce damage that people take.
Oh, right.
Wait, where?
I used it at some point.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, my spirit shield. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I should probably use that.
Yeah, kind of forgot.
Pretty
about
good.
that. I've only been level 6 for like one realistic session, so I forgot about it.
Yeah.
I can't use it now, but.
Yeah, it's just anytime any creature takes damage within 30 feet of you. So
That would have been useful
Pretty
for Tira. Whoops.
next time.
Used to being below level 6. I accidentally just
Let's
opened up
see.
Photoshop.
Alright, well, I think that's the end of your turn, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so Ismark is gonna try to attack this witch. God, Ismark not rolling well. Oh, he gets 2 attacks. Oh my god! He totally misses. God. The NPCs are not rolling well. Yeah, Ismark the Lesser. Poor Ismark. You know, actually I'll tell you guys after the session what I was thinking of doing with the Finger of Death, but I didn't do. Okay. Next up is Tira.
I just keep realizing I have an inspiration I haven't used.
Oh.
I mean, I had one for like 3 sessions or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. I could have
just
used it on that con throw.
Mm.
No worries.
Well, you rolled the 21 anyway.
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
still
no, I'm talking
managed
the one before that.
the
Oh.
Finger of Death.
Yeah, that would have been the important one. No worries. I'm still all right. I'm gonna go in on Baba Lasogga again.
Okay.
On Blade. That hits. I'm
That
going
hits.
to use another Divine Smite,
Okay.
elevated level. That burns my last level 2 spell slot.
So 11 radiant.
Well,
No, that one's 13 because
13
I'm
plus.
dueling.
Okay.
9 plus the smite damage.
Roll 3d8. This is the smite damage.
So 28 points of radiant
I
damage.
have one more
think?
thing I can do.
Oh, okay. All right, now it's sitting at 28.
I've been forgetting this, but that's fine because I've only hit her twice. Once per turn, I can deal extra radiant damage to a target I deal damage to with an attack. Extra radiant damage is equal to my level, so I am level 6, so plus 6.
Plus,
So 20 or 34 points of damage.
okay.
Right.
And I'm gonna whack her one more time without all the fancy stuff. That probably doesn't work.
Yeah, she's not looking good right now. That hit that you guys see, the hit that Tira just took on Baba Lysaga has made her she goes down, and she's now kind of crawled down a little bit on her knees in the skull. Please spare an old woman, please. Please, if you kill me, he will be very angry. You don't want to do that.
I'll say that's why I got distracted and missed on the second attack.
Yeah. So Tira kind of swings and puts her blade down for a moment as Baba Lysaga is begging for mercy. And Thurkarel, it's your turn.
All right, I will switch to daggers, and I'd like to make attack action and bonus action on the swarm that's on top of me.
Okay, go ahead.
12.
12. Its AC is 12, so yes, you hit.
Okay, and I don't have an ally within 5 feet, so just normal damage for a 9 piercing.
Okay.
And for the offhand, 19.
Okay, that hits. So half of 9 is...
So
4.
one piercing.
What happens if you have to half one?
I think it
Minimum
becomes
is 1.
0.
It's just one.
No.
Yeah, I think it's
no,
just one.
minimum 1.
Oh, it's minimum 1? Okay.
Yeah.
So 9.
He dealt a total of 5 damage.
Okay, so he did 5 damage.
9. Yeah. If it's ever an odd number, just subtract 1 from it and then half that. So.
Okay. So you take out some of these insects. They're still swarming around you, buzzing around you. And Esmerelda, actually, she has some spells, so she's going to try to... she's going to try to firebolt these at a higher level, at 5th level.
I think that'd be a disadvantage, right? Since she has an enemy within 5 feet.
That's true.
Wait,
Firebolt's a ranged spell attack, so
okay.
that takes advantage.
Okay, so she's not gonna do that. She has some other spells here. I mean, I could have her cast magic missile again. Would lightning bolt be a disadvantage?
No, because that's just requires a save.
Okay, so she's gonna cast lightning bolt on the swarm. They have to make a dex save.
That's a little overkill for a swarm, but okay.
Well, they have a decent amount of hit points, so if she could take them out in one.
I mean, it deals like 8d6 though.
Maybe Esmeralda don't give a.
I mean.
Okay, they
she
fail.
wants to go for it.
I mean, they have 20. They have 22 hit points.
Oh wow, this one's
Yeah.
strong then.
Just to be completely transparent, they have a lot of hit points. So that is each creature on a stage does it. Okay, 8d6 lightning. Okay, so she does completely take out the swarm. Okay, next up is Gizzard.
All right. think my best option is because I got the crystals. So yeah, I would stand up and kind of hold them up. I like see Therakarel there and hold them to him and say, "Look, I found the crystals. We can go." It's like, stop playing with the bugs. I'll go ahead and cast Ray of Frost on the bugs though.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20
All right, go ahead.
for 21 points of cold damage.
Okay, yeah, you take out the swarm. Therakarel is freed of the insect swarm.
Okay, and then I will move toward 15 feet there. And probably just kind of look out and say, "What the hell is going on out here?"
Yeah, Gizzard has been inside this entire time. Okay, Irena is going to try to get the swarm off of her also. She does hit. Okay. So... Damn. Okay, she does 1 damage to this swarm. Okay, that's it for Irena. So, Baba Lysaga,
I'm probably just like carrying the gems or crystals in my arm, by the way.
okay. She's going to just... She says something to her. She mutters something to herself. You guys notice. She mutters something. And then she just continues to hold her hands up. Please spare me. The ravens don't care though.
Do the other witches have a initiative order?
Oh yeah, I forgot to add them. I guess I'll add them after the ravens here. I'll just add them all as one. Oh wait, I did, but they're not. Oh, that's weird. I guess I didn't. Oh no, wait, or that's Baba Lysaga. Shit, there's 2 different. Okay. So one of the ravens does hit. Okay, and it does minimal damage to her. Next up is the witches. So the one witch is going to attack Irena. And that one rolls, actually, hold on.
Earthquake!
I thought the tree stopped moving. Or the hut, I should say.
You know, I'm just gonna roll 1 attack. 1d20 for all 3. 6. Where is it? Where are you? Actually, no. She's gonna cast. They're gonna cast spells. So, so the one here is gonna cast Ray of Sickness on Irena. It does the spell is +4, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that misses. Yeah, that misses. The other one is going to cast. That one misses, and the third witch is gonna cast on you, Gizzard. So these 2 miss, and then that one is going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Ooh, okay. So what type of save is that?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Where is Tira at? Is she within 10 feet of
She's-
me for the aura, or no?
I'm
No.
40 feet in the sky right
Okay,
now.
then yeah,
No.
Okay.
If
Just
you're on the
wanted-
ground, you don't get the aura.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the tree. I'm like on the edge, but wisdom save, correct?
Yes.
Sick.
Yeah. So you guys notice the witch points at you and says a charming spell, or she says a few words to you. You, the green lizard, you will cry and dance till you're slizzard. And you guys instantly see Gizzard fall to the ground laughing. Uncontrollably.
If only my intelligence score was lower, I wouldn't be affected.
And
It wasn't
Gold.
that funny.
Torhas, you are up. As Baba Lysaga is...
Shit. What do I do here? I mean, it's just... I can't really do anything, right? Except just attack her?
Yeah, she's begging, pleading for mercy.
Give me a reason not to pummel your skull in. He'll say, axe raised.
I am Strahd's mother. If you kill his mother...
He's gonna
think of
attack
the-
before she finishes that sentence.
Okay.
Recklessly.
Wrong
Okay.
answer.
24 to hit.
That
That'd be
hits.
17 slashing.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Right before she finishes saying Strahd's mother, his axe just goes right through her skull, slicing her body down in half. Just...
So you smash her skull, or smash her into her skull, and you see her blood everywhere. The blood that was already on her, blood is just everywhere as you splatter her. The skull, which is 40 feet in the air and is not being driven anymore,
Oh.
immediately falls to the ground.
Can I try to like grab him as a reflex?
Yes. I would say yes. You can try. Roll me a acrobatics check. As this is a very
Roll anything?
not yet. We'll see if Tira grabs
Okay.
you.
Excuse me.
Let me just see something really quick.
That's up to you because this I feel like that would be a very hard thing to do. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the DC is pretty high for this one. You try to
I'd say,
grab
like,
her,
24.
and
Technically, it's 16.
you try to grab Torhas. As this immediately happens, it's happening really fast, so you're not able to immediately grab him, and the skull begins plummeting to the ground. Torhas, roll
Oh, this is
me
gonna hurt.
roll me a. What is your immediate reaction? Would you try to like acrobatically try to not take damage, or you try to be more like you harden your shell and try to like brace for the impact?
He's not a turtle, Tracy. You hate turtles.
So I'm
have a
throwing
shell.
this out there. You know, I am a dragonborn. You know, I got dragon scales. I got dragon heritage. Can I I don't have wings, but like when it's about to plummet to the ground, can I kind of like glide off the side using that momentum to more go at an angle instead of just hard hitting the ground?
Sure. For that, I would say roll me an acrobatics check, because that's more of a.
Yeah. And roll an 8.
Okay.
I believe I can fly.
1d6 for every. That's
Okay.
better than it could be.
Yeah,
So you
that's
take
actually not
you
bad.
take 10 damage as you plummet to the ground. You try to do a bit of a move to reduce the damage. It does kind of crash and crumble, and the skull cracks, and you take 10 damage from the fall.
There's a...
Yeah.
Oh.
Does raging half that?
I think my rage.
Yeah, I think it does actually, because it would be bludgeoning
yeah.
damage.
That's
Yeah.
So
So you take 5.
Kept thinking my rage was over. Even that time's not that bad. It's 1/7 of my health.
With that, as Baba Lysaga is dead, the swarm of insects do disappear. The witches, they are still there, and they... You killed her. And they're gonna immediately retreat. We must tell the others. And, well, it's not their turn, but they are going to leave. But Ismark will try to attack this one here. And...
I'm gonna say, you know, his physics, I flung myself this way.
D20. That hits actually, and he actually attacks twice. Both of those hit. Oh, okay. So he actually takes this one out. So this witch, she falls and withers to the ground, and she's dead. And Tira, you're up next.
How far away are the others?
40 feet down.
No, I'm talking about the witches.
They're
are
also,
40
yeah,
feet down?
they're all on the ground. Yeah, 40 feet on the ground.
Not riding around on brooms.
So I wouldn't be able to get down fast enough to hit them with the sword, but I'm going to come down 30 feet and use my light crossbow to hit this one.
Okay. That hits.
Wow, 1 damage.
Yes. And is this the one that already took damage? Does this one take... Yeah, I have... One sec. What the heck is my... Did I close out of the... No! Oh, no. I was thinking of the swarm that was taking damage. Okay, so yeah. So this one just takes 1 damage. Okay. Next up is Thurkarel.
Okay. I'd like to use my movement to go down the rope and get close to this one.
Okay.
And then dagger and offhand.
Okay.
28.
All right, nat 20.
Well,
Go
nat
ahead
20,
and
yeah.
roll your damage.
12 piercing.
Okay. And that's...
offhand. 20
Yep, that hits.
for 1 piercing damage.
Okay, this one is still up, but not looking
With-
good.
Which one was concentrating on Gizzard?
That
the-
one actually was. So it should roll a concentration. Where is this concentration?
Constitution
No.
check. basically.
Yeah. So.
They got hit twice, so technically you have to make 2.
7.
So just be DC 10.
Okay, it fails. So, Gizzard, you are no longer hideously laughing.
I'm still prone though, but
And Esmerelda will go, and she is going to try to kill this thing with... Actually, she's just gonna multi-attack with her rapier and hand axe. So that's plus 8, plus 6. Alright, so she hits with the axe. And the axe is d6 plus 3. Oh no, I just closed out a roll 20. Give me 1 sec. I have way too many tabs open.
That's what I did earlier.
Yeah.
online DM life. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. Launch game! Oh god, I keep hearing
I'll wait
myself.
25 seconds.
I sound really loud.
I don't hear you on other, like any echoes.
Okay, so she rolled That was so she rolls a d6 plus 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 9 damage she does. Okay, Gizzard, you're up next.
All right. I will stand back up with 15 feet of movement. I mean, I don't even really know what I see right now. So the witches are still there, correct?
Yes, the ravens are
there,
just chilling up here.
okay. Are
you
there
see-
any swarms of bugs still, or no?
Nope, those are gone after Lasogga died.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna be happy that that one cast a spell on me. So I will. I'm just gonna Ray of Frost.
Okay.
This one. Another natural 20. Okay.
Wow.
Hey.
So 7 points. of damage.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Oh, wait, what? 2d8 plus. Wait.
It has 2 hit points left, so. You-
Oh, I'm like, why is it rolling 2d8 twice? It's because originally it does 2d8, so doubling the damage. Okay. How do I want it? I don't know. I guess just kind of encase her in a little bit of an ice cube.
Okay. So she,
I'll
her
take-
her limbs immediately freeze and become numb and stops moving, and the life is sucked out of her, and this Barovian witch dies.
Yeah, I did 7 points of damage out of 48. That's kind of sad.
Wow.
She still died. She still died. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Irena will also try to attack this one, and she does hit, so that is d8 plus 1. 9 damage. Okay. She actually is able to take out this Barovian witch as well. The two, Esmeralda and Irena, are able to take it out, and this one dies as well. So you guys are officially out of combat.
Hey. I don't know when, but the music stopped at some point.
Oh,
which
it's
is fine.
literally
just
stopped
noticed.
like
It just
it
stopped
stopped
now.
about 5 seconds ago for
Oh.
me.
Yeah, no more combat music.
Mine's been gone for a while.
Oh yeah, so Tracy, if you close out of the combat tracker, I want to see what happens. Okay, so it disappears for us too. Okay. I don't know what it looks like from the player side, so this is good for me to know. It does.
So the ravens begin to fly away as you guys get out of combat.
Did we notice that those ravens were, if they were the same, not the same ravens, but like same kind of raven, like same, is there like any distinguishing features?
You're not entirely sure, but something about ravens is apparently they are enemies of Strahd or something, because they helped you out in two different locations now.
Didn't we get attacked by a group
Yeah.
of ravens at the?
I think
Beginning
you
of
got
the end of-
attacked by were-ravens, right? Or no, you didn't get attacked by were-ravens. They were they ravens or crows?
Oh, they were crows.
I don't.
Well,
Same thing in
if-
Gizzard's mind.
if I said ravens, they wouldn't have been ravens. They would have been crows.
I think it was crows. I just can't remember.
But yeah, what would you guys like to do?
What happened out here? I found the crystals.
Toros is gonna look at the destroyed skull with bloody guts all over it. Well, she flew into the sky, and then Tira flew me up, and I slashed her to death. Kind of looks at his extremely bloody axe, kind of starts wiping it off with his hand.
Oh,
I'm gonna land and release my wings as I take a knee.
And Toros is gonna go over to Tira and kind of like gently pat her shoulder. It's like, I think we made quite a team there.
Indeed, we did.
Just to be honest with you, I'm still afraid of heights. I don't think I'm going to be doing that again.
I'd say
think
you
there
might
was
need to lose a little more weight next time we try that.
You or me? I didn't hear that, sorry. What was that, Fabian?
I think he said
Oh.
you.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. Tor's gonna go and pick up some of his stuff that he left behind.
Yeah, can I search the bodies of the witches in Baba Lasogga?
Yeah, I'll take a look at Baba Lysaga while he searches the other witches.
You guys just find like various casting, like spell casting items, like herbs and different berries, things like that. You don't find anything.
11 secret herbs and spices.
Different, yes, yeah, different herbs and spices and various spell casting materials.
Are any of my arrows recoverable?
For your crossbow?
Short bow.
Oh, for your short bow? Yes. Honestly, I am one of those DMs that does not keep track of things like arrows. I play a ranger, and I do not keep track of my arrows, so you don't have to keep recovering them after every battle. Unless you excessively use a certain amount of arrows, I would say you're fine. If you want to try to get some of them, you can, for like role-playing sake, but yeah, you don't have to keep track of them.
Okay, gotcha.
Gizzard,
And then
you
I would
kind of-
probably want to climb up the rope to take a deeper look in the hut.
Okay.
I would have climbed down beforehand. And while I was climbing down, I probably would have said, I think there was an earthquake. Did you guys feel it? The ground shook. Ah!
Tor's still kind of shy.
Ah.
I don't know.
As you all, no, I'm just kidding. Where does everybody go? Why is everybody gone?
Click
I
on the
think
map.
it's on top.
Yeah. Right
Yeah, I
click
think
on the map and
on
send
the
it to
order.
the map layer.
There we go.
There you go.
Do I see where she put the tome?
Yes, you see it just kind of on the ground as she was holding it and then just like immediately dropped it. So you kind of just find it here on the ground.
I picked that up. with-
Okay.
My plan is to give it to Esmeralda once I'm down.
So
Is the baby still there?
the baby is gone.
I'd shout out, the baby's missing. Because I didn't see that it was an illusion.
Yeah.
I did see. I was going about assuming that I saw. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you
Esmeralda
did.
put her hands through the baby. Oh, that was fake. I'll yell up.
Esmeralda
Okay,
will jump up. Yes, it was a trick she was playing.
If Esmeralda comes up, I will hand her the tome. I believe this is what you were seeking.
Yes, thank you.
Did we loot the hag yet, or no?
She didn't have anything on her.
Okay.
So I'd
don't
like
know
to
if
go
that's
over to the
necessary.
chest and check it for traps.
Okay, roll me a investigation check.
27.
Yes, you notice there is a glyph of warding on this chest.
So that's some kind of magic
Some
thing?
sort of magical trap is on this chest.
So I'd say, Gizzard, could you come up here? I think I found a magical trap.
Sure, of course. I'll climb up.
And I'd point to the glyph of warding. Do you know how to disarm something like this?
It looks like a lock. You can't open it?
Well, I'd point specifically to the glyph that I found.
Oh, let me take a look at it. Can I make an Arcana check to see if I
Yes.
see what it does? Okay.
And I'll step back a little bit to give you room to work.
3.
It looks like there is some sort of spell on it, but you have no idea what it does.
Okay. This is dangerous. Oh God, what am I gonna do? Just give me 1 second. I'm going to begin cast levitate on the chest.
Okay.
So as long as it doesn't weigh more than 500 pounds.
Rises vertically up to 20 feet and remains suspended. The spell can levitate an unwilling creature. So, yeah, the chest begins levitating, but nothing happens.
Okay. Okay. Well, I can also change the target's altitude in either direction. I can also move it up or down. Otherwise, I can use my action to move the target. So I'm going to kind of be moving it out of the hut.
Okay, so you move it out of the hut. You guys see a floating chest come out of the hut.
What the hell?
No kind
Tor's gonna look to Tyria and goes, "I'm not going on that one."
And yeah, I'm going to have it exit the hut, and then kind of slowly, climb down as well, and just kind of start walking out into the middle of the field a little ways.
Okay.
So that I'm away from everybody.
Okay.
And then once I'm maybe like, I'll tell everybody as well. It's best if you stay back. And I'm gonna stand about 50 feet away from the chest.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast lightning bolt on it.
Oh god, yeah. Torhas is stepping back.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your
38 points of damage.
You're gonna obliterate that thing.
1 second.
This is what you get for asking me for help.
Thercaral knows that you are learned in the arcane arts.
Yeah, so it's very. I assume it's a very dangerous thing. So.
Okay, so you hit the chest, and the lightning bolt does open up the lid of the chest, which does trigger it.
Almost forgot to do that.
Yeah, good call. It does trigger it to open, and you see thunder come sprawling from the chest, and all of the items and the contents just fly out, and things just fly everywhere, including 4 hands.
Not gloves?
Hands or hand?
Gloves.
Oh.
Where is that? I know I have it somewhere. 1 sec. Barovia Kresk, Valaki. Where's the crawling claw? Okay, you guys have seen it before. Oh yeah, here it is. These 4 hands come out and begin crawling around. They're pretty far from you at this point. But yeah, you see a bunch of items come flying out, money flying everywhere. What looks like spell scrolls, maybe some interesting items, and 4 claws who begin crawling around across the floor.
Is disarmed. I'll
Uh,
start walking towards the chest. Or I assume what used to be a chest.
Yeah.
While he's doing this, I'd like to take a look at this desk, see if there's anything on that.
Yes. Let me just check really quick. Inside the desk, you find 2 spell scrolls for Mass Cure Wounds and Revivify.
oh.
Alright, I will take the spell scrolls. I can't do anything with them, but I'll
Yep.
take them.
while they're all doing this with the chest and everything, I'll attend to Ismark, Irena, and myself in terms of wounds, see if they
Okay.
need anything.
Thank you. Irena, or Ismark looked like he took quite a hit from that root, so he, welcomes any healing. Thank you.
I'll use 5 lay on hands, and I'll use just healing hands on him.
Okay.
So he gains 6 from healing. He gains 11 hit points back.
11. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So the crawling claws, they kind of like scatter and disperse. Gizzard, how close are you getting to the chest?
Well, it sounded like the stuff kind of went flying everywhere, so I would
Yes.
just kind of be walking around trying to find. I'm going to assume some stuff got lost in like the grass and dirt and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
a
I'm
lot
just
of the
gonna
gold and
go
money
and-
is, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just gonna go and try to pick up as much stuff as I can find laying around on the ground.
Roll
that
me
exploded on the
a
chest.
or investigation, I guess. Yeah, roll me an investigation check.
No, investigation.
See what you can find on the floor.
Okay. I'm so much better at perception though. 15.
Okay. You find something as you're looking. You find an oil. A vial containing oil of sharpness.
Hmm.
But with that, as you're looking around on the ground, you do find also one of the crawling claws, which comes up and tries to strike you. Which it will try to attack. 1 sec. 18 to hit?
That hits, yeah.
Okay. So it does 3 bludgeoning damage.
No, bad claw. I'm gonna try to reach out and grab it and cast shocking grasp on.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Natural 1.
Yeah, that.
It's a cantrip though, so it doesn't count for wild magic.
Okay, I was about to say wild magic. Yeah, your spell just kind of poof and just doesn't really. It just like poofs and nothing happens. And the claw is still kind of crawling up your leg. It will try to attack you again, and it misses.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do the same thing.
Okay,
25.
that
There you
hits.
go.
And yeah, it's got very little.
13.
Yeah, it
13 points of lightning.
bzz, it zaps and falls to the ground.
Bad glove.
Okay.
So I found this oil of sharpness. Do I have any? I find a vial of oil, I assume. Do I have any idea what it does?
You can roll an Arcana on it.
All right. 14. That's good for me.
14. Looking at this vial, it looks like it would be some sort of oil that you apply to a weapon, to try to increase the weapon's abilities.
Okay. All right, and then is there anything else that I find in the grass laying
Roll
around?
me another investigation check,
Okay.
as it is a muddy. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Mm. You find sling bullets +1.
Oh, okay. I'll keep those. How?
A pouch containing 10 of them. So 10 +1 sling bullets.
Cool. Do I find like any gold lying around? Well,
Roll me one more investigation check.
okay. 11.
You find about 250's worth of gold.
Ooh, okay. 250, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or okay.
250 gold pieces.
All right. And do I assume that I've kind of found everything at this point, or does it seem like there's more? I mean,
You saw a lot of stuff flying out. So you are welcome to continue looking. What is everybody else doing while you guys see
Yeah.
Gizzard out kind of in the swamp looking around?
Torhas will go and join him.
Okay.
So,
I'd probably just check out this and this.
Okay. So Thurkarel. Oh,
oh,
God.
nice.
Thurkarel, you do you see anything else? Nope, you don't find much else in here. You find some old robes. You find you see what looks like skeletons of dead goats. And yeah, there's not much else of value in this house.
Okay. And then I'd gesture to Esmeralda if she wouldn't mind going down the rope first.
Okay, so Esmeralda will go down.
And then I want to recover my rope, basically.
Okay.
And then I will try to climb down without the rope after retrieving the rope.
Okay. Torhas, you find another crawling claw as you're looking through the grass. So this thing comes up and attacks you. It also rolls a nat 1. So you see it, and it's just like, it comes at you but completely misses. You see it like crawling through the swamps and the muds. So yeah, it completely misses you.
Is it still like? Is it not running away after that, or is it just?
It's still kind of
there
close
now?
by. It's within, yeah, like 10 feet of you.
All right, I'll try and stomp it with my foot. So,
Okay.
What the hell?
Yeah, you just roll me a unarmed or
It's-
something. It has
yeah, it's
very
1d4 plus 4.
yeah.
right, yeah. If you're
You-
using
How much
claws.
health? Wait, does it have more than 5 HP?
No, it doesn't. So you
Yeah,
step on
It's
it.
dead.
You squash it. And it starts splurting out a little bit, and you take it out. But you don't really find anything else in this part of the mud.
Can I like perception check? I'm not looking, but I'm like kind of peering around. Is
Yeah,
there,
roll me a perception check.
Oops, almost rolled the wrong one. I almost hit it again. 18. Is it worth investigating or not?
You look like you don't really see much. You do one thing that you noticed kind of out in the distance a bit is a stone. It looks like, I mean, not a rock, but it looks like an actual stone.
Like a boulder stone?
No, like some sort of like rune or something.
Oh, like maybe a tablet or like.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go looking. Excuse me.
Okay.
Investigate that.
You find a
Oh, I don't even
stone.
need all the 3.
Well, because your perception check was pretty high, so you were
Okay.
able to kind of make out where it was. You find a stone of good luck,
Oh, interesting.
or a luck stone.
Would I really know it's a good luck stone though? Or is it like a lucky stone? You know, like maybe it's like, ooh, look, cool stone, but I don't know. It's
You find a stone of a cat with a gem in its eye, and something.
okay. So I know it's something weird.
Yeah.
Okay, that's important.
Oh God.
All right, I'll take it.
I realized, like, I open up this. This is an actual item, but a lot of people are complaining that it's overpowered. So great. Maybe I should have removed this.
I actually started doing that for Avernus. There's a couple things I thought might be problematic, and I googled it. I'm like,
all
Okay.
of the
I'll
D&D
address
Beyond
those.
comments are like complaining about it. That for DMs complain. Oh God. Okay.
okay, I'll use it sparingly. By sparingly, I mean I'll use it whenever I can. What is it called?
It's called a stone of good luck, or a luck, and in parentheses luck stone.
Okay, just adding it to my D&D Beyond. if it loads. Does it take a while to add items for anyone else in D&D Beyond? Like, it takes a while to like load the item adding part. Son of Good Luck Luckstone.
Yep.
Got it.
So, and I would probably show the scrolls that I found to Tira. The scroll of Revivify and Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay. I don't know.
I'd imagine I can't even read the words on them.
Would I
They're
be
not-
able to? I think I would.
I think
Yeah,
it depends on if
they're
they're
spells.
from your class list. You can read
Right.
them. Otherwise, you can't.
So
It
I
was Revivify and something else.
Mass Cure Wounds. So I think you're able to use those, right?
I think so. Let me check.
A spell scroll bears the words of a single spell. If this spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast it without providing any material components. So yeah, if you have Revivify and Mass Cure Wounds on your spell list, you should be able to cast
Not
them.
sure about Mass Cure Wounds.
It is not on my spell list. It is Bard, Cleric, Druid.
Okay, so what about
Yeah, I think
Revivify?
it's too high level, maybe. Revivify, I know for sure he can cast.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to read one of them, Tira, but not the other.
Yeah, so I can do Revivify.
Okay.
And I would show the other one to other people, including like Esmerelda and Ismark and Irena, to see if anybody could read it.
Let me see.
That said, while everyone's doing this, I'm gonna say, what do we want to do about this hut? I feel like we should destroy it since it's a place of evil.
I suggest we burn it.
I was thinking the same.
What about the goats, though? I mean,
I feel like the goats are.
We could
just
take them
goats,
with
but-
us.
I'm more inclined to just release them, let them.
Ah! You guys
I
do
was
see a
not
pen.
expecting that.
You guys do see a pen of goats. Ah!
That was really good.
Toros is gonna sit there and watch them make those noises. He's waiting for another one to appear.
Actually, let me.
Where they stop?
Ah!
Oh, there we go.
I'll go over and open the pen and stand out of the way.
Where is it on this? Hold on, let me see how many goats are in there. Goat pen. There are 9 in there. So you open it up and 9 goats. And
Oh,
you
wait,
also
we could take some for food. Just kind of.
50 human skulls are also mounted on the fence posts around the goat pen, and they do begin. The goats begin tramping out, and they just all make their way out into the fields.
Is there anything else in the pen?
No.
Okay.
Gizzard is gonna go and run and chase after one of the goats.
Roll me an animal handling check.
Okay.
Okay. Gizzard, do you have like a bell or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
You are able to walk up to one of them. They're not like super scared of anybody. They're pretty friendly goats. So you walk up to one and you kind of pet it, and it follows you.
Hello, tasty meal. Follow me.
And it doesn't know what you're saying, so it'll just follow you.
Let's see. I don't think I have any of my rope. I'll I'll ask, does anybody have any rope? We can attach it to the cart to make it.
I think I have like 10 feet of rope left from Valakai.
I mean, I've still got the rope that I just used on the tree.
Oh yes. Can we get that down so we can tie the goat to the cart?
Sure.
Ismark and Irena
Also,
are
I
like,
found. Sorry, go ahead.
what do we need a goat for?
Food.
What do you mean? It's food.
Food. The ones
Yes.
that Baba Lysaga was bathing herself in?
Yeah, I don't think we want it.
Well, she
Yeah,
wasn't bathing herself
In
in that
those
one.
ones.
She was bathing herself in a different one.
There were human skulls around the pen. Maybe the goats have been fed human.
Bah!
I don't know what goat. I mean, goats are mainly eat grass, I would assume, but it's possible she mixed in some.
And is that a problem? I mean,
You got.
Um,
You're gonna
yeah.
eat this poor goat? Irena asks. Is everybody okay with that?
what,
Boros kinda
eating a
shrugs.
goat? I mean,
But it's so
My-
innocent.
My vote is to let the goats go, but I'm not
I
gonna.
mean, Irene,
Food is
now, do
food.
you eat meat, right? Or
Yeah.
where do you think meat comes from?
I guess you're right. I don't know.
Vegan.
It just seems wrong to just capture this goat and make it our dinner later. The goat looks at you, Gizzard, with doe eyes.
No, I
What
was
are we waiting for?
I
Let's
was
go get
about to
food.
say something terrible. I don't. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can bring myself to say it.
Now you
I mean,
have.
now I've said something though. Yeah,
I know,
so-
now I'm
okay.
curious.
It's like because it says, I call eating the eyes.
Oh my god!
Like I said,
Irena
it's
just
terrible.
looks at you.
I'm gonna go out and try to find those other two claws and put an end to them.
Okay. Roll me just investigation check.
13.
Okay. You do see you see one of them. It does try to attack you as you're looking. 16?
With my daggers out, my armor class would be 17.
Okay, so it misses.
Okay, I would attack with my daggers.
Okay. Yep,
Uh,
that hits.
20.
Yeah. Yeah, that knocks that out, and you do immediately see the other one. And you can because you see it first, you can make the first attack.
Okay. 17
That hits.
for 7 piercing.
Yep, and so you squash these other two crawling claws.
By the way, I managed to find some gold from the chest that had scattered around. I don't know if I got all of it, but I managed to find 62 gold and 5 silver is what everybody gets.
62 and 5.
2 and 5.
Yep. It's 250 gold, so that is... Well, unless... We haven't really been paying Ismark and Irena anything.
I have a lot of gold. I'm okay with giving Irena my share.
Again, they don't really take any of your guys' money, as the payment is basically you guys helping them. So they don't.
But Esmerelda, you helped us. Do you want to share?
I appreciate it. I don't really need much money myself. I have one thing that I've come here to do, and I will take care of it. But I appreciate the offer. With this tome,
Sorry.
and she continues to all of you, thank you for your help. With this tome, I think I will be able to use it against Strahd. I now know his weakness. And he looks over.
It was 62 and 5. Sorry.
Yeah, 62
Okay,
gold
cool.
and 5 silver.
I'm good. Tracy.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought now. It's fine. Yeah.
She's looking over at me.
You were talking Esmerelda knows
Yeah.
the weakness of.
Yeah.
She's happy she has the tome.
I know what I must do now.
And what is that?
I must go to Ravenloft and fight Strahd. I am here looking for someone. I believe he is there at the tower.
Wait, doesn't it say he's in the book? Didn't the story say he was at Castle Ravenloft? I don't remember anymore.
Well, she might
she's
not be
looking
referring to
for-
Strahd. She might be referring to.
I rolled IRL, and Gizzard doesn't know who she's talking about. I know who she's playing about. Gizzard doesn't.
Yeah, I
Remember
might
what I told you guys at the beginning before
I
we
guess-
went live.
to Van Richten, but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ask her, who are you looking for again? We may be able to help. As we are bound to go to Ravenloft soon. We are just making sure that Irena, Ismark, and a few other things are taken care of before we head there. We also
We have a
wish to deal with Strahd.
few
so to
errands.
speak.
Yes.
Shh. I am looking for my mentor, Rudolph van Richten.
Oh, we met him. He's nice.
You met him.
Yes. Well, sorry, we met Rictavio.
Where did you last see him?
At his tower, actually. We were there to recover something, and
Right.
he went to take care of something while we took care of the tower.
And that's where, yeah, yes, I remember now. You, and she does look at you, Tira. You have the sword.
Indeed, I do.
The sword that is mentioned in this book.
Yes, I have actually struck Strahd with it already.
He knows you have the sword.
Oh, he was really not happy.
And you, and he looks at Irena. You. I know who you are. Irena steps back. What do you mean? Do you not know? Do you not know
Darth
why
Vader is your father.
why Strahd has been endlessly pursuing you? Do any of you know?
We do not.
Isaac's
wonder.
brother.
I have an idea, but I do not know.
I speculate she might be a descendant of Tatiana.
She looks at you, Thurkrell. You are right. She is the striking image of Strahd's lost love, Tatiana. Do you not
That
know?
would explain her his fascination with her.
Ismark looks extremely confused. She is. We found her when she was young. She was lost in the woods, related to Isaac. How could she be Tatiana? Tatiana was alive ages ago. I do not know. Strahd's love has some sort of connection to this land. And that is why she keeps coming back in these different forms. I believe that there was another form of Tatiana here, in Berez. She is long gone too. You all must keep Irena away from Strahd, but I fear you do not have much time. You have the sword. We now have his tome. You still have Irena here, and you've killed Baba Lysaga. Strahd is going to come for you. You do not have much time.
We plan to find a safe place for Irena and then head to Ravenloft.
I fear he will come for you before that. This will anger him to no end. Perhaps I will stay with you all.
Yeah, give Tracy more characters to DM for.
You fought well, Esmeralda.
I feel Strahd will come to you, and I do not have to go to him. All the things he wants are right here.
The book also mentioned something about the mountains, the forest, and what was the third one? And the swamp.
Yes, the things of these lands.
Do you know what that meant?
I do not know. I know he controls all areas of this land. I assume that means his power extends beyond. That there is nowhere we can go to hide from him.
The standing stones across the river, what did you see there when you were investigating them?
I do not know. They looked like some sort of ancient stones that perhaps some sort of spellcasters used for rituals of some sort. But I could not understand it.
Perhaps I should take a look at them. You saw how well I dealt with the chest.
You are quite good with the arcane. They're not saying that seriously.
The way he said it was really funny.
While you're doing that, I would like to pull out my tinderbox and try to set fire to this house.
Okay. I will help you, Esmeralda says as she sees you do that. And the two of you, roll me a... I don't even know what to roll for this. To start a fire.
Check.
Like a survival, I guess? Yeah, survival. Yeah. Roll it at advantage because Esmeralda's helping.
6.
Yikes.
She actually is going to cast...
Oh yeah, she knows firebolt.
Firebolt. So you kind of like immediately start the tinder, and she just comes over and just helps you with a casting firebolt, and you guys are able to start a fire around the root. It begins.
So like 10 minutes rubbing 2 sticks together.
Yeah.
Fire over my hands.
Yeah, it begins to spread. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but it does begin to spread along the roots of the tree of the house.
Who wants to join me in coming to the stones?
Taurus can come along.
Okay.
He's gonna kind of notion to the stone that he got. It's like, I found this too.
Oh, that's cute.
It's pretty cool looking. Yeah, it's got a little cat on it.
Okay. So you guys are all like all the way down here.
Oh yeah.
And
Standing stones are somewhere over
yeah.
here.
So you Esmerelda. Yeah, if you want to make your way across the water, it'll take like 5-10 minutes. And you trudge across this swampy water. It's not that deep. And where is this? A dozen mass-covered menhirs form a near-perfect circle in the spongy earth. These weathered stones range in a height of 15 to 18 feet. A couple of them lean inwards as if to share some great secret with their inscrutable neighbors. So as you inspect the stones, you see inside of the stones, or carved on the stones, are these animal shapes of different animals. So you see a bear, elk, hawk, goat, owl, panther, raven, and a wolf.
A raven, wolf, and a
Bear, elk, hawk, goat, owl. Here, I'll just actually paste it.
oh my god, yeah.
Roll me an Arcana check, Gizzard.
Of course. Oh my god, a
Wow.
natural 20.
Wow.
A
It has animals in it. Gizzard knows animals.
Gizzard eats animals.
I mean, yes, that's why I know them.
This looks like some sort of druidic circle from your knowledge. It looks like it's... You're not really able, because you're not a druid, so you're not really sure what sort of power is here. But it is some... Like, maybe this was something that the druids back at the mansion use for some sort of summoning spell or something like that.
That's pretty good, actually. Are there any, so there's these stones that are sitting
Mhm.
there. Are there any locations where it looks like I could insert anything into the ground or the stones themselves?
No, the only thing you sense that these look like glyphs of some sort.
Okay.
What do you think? Do you recognize those little? You're a wizard, right? Do you remember these from your books?
Well, yes, I do know them. That one's a bear. There's an elk, a hawk, a goat, owl. I think that one's supposed to be a panther, but it might be a lion. And then some
Oh, I
sort
mean,
of
like-
bird, and they. Oh,
I mean, like, do they relate to some spell or something?
not that I can tell. No.
Torhas will go up and touch the bear one.
You touch it, nothing happens.
Is it inscribed into it?
Yeah, it looks like it's carved
Or-
into
okay.
it.
He's gonna kind of trace his
Oh.
finger through the bear.
I'm gonna pull out the staff that I got from the druids just to see if it's reacting in any sort of way. I'm kind of doubting it, but
It actually, actually, let me pull up that staff really quick.
the staff itself doesn't say anything. But I wasn't sure if maybe there's something. It doesn't say in the stat block of the stat. Might happen.
No, it doesn't have any sort of reaction.
Okay. Which, by the way, I just read through it, and it says staff makes beasts visibly uncomfortable while within 30 feet of it, by the way.
Okay.
So, like, the horses and that goat
Oh, okay.
would not be happy
Okay.
with me carrying the staff around.
And while they're across the river,
Mhm.
I was wondering if we could go over and look at the kind of rundown church.
Yes. So the churchyard, yeah, you just see rotted coffins, moldy bones. You see, just roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, sorry. That shouldn't have been an advantage. That should be 17.
Okay. You notice, so you're looking through the church and looking through these old graves. As you're looking, you notice that there is one grave way out beyond the graveyard, all the way out here.
Ah, that's what that.
All right. I would go over to that one and see what the name is.
Okay. Hidden by the fog and elevated a few feet above the surrounding marsh is a raised plot of land, barely 10 feet on a side, enclosed by a disintegrating iron fence. In the center of the plot is a life-size stone monument, carved in the likeness of a kneeling peasant girl clutching a rose. So as you approach, you do see that it is not just a grave, but a monument. Although her features are gray and weather-worn, she bears a striking resemblance to Irena. Carved into the monument base is an epitaph. It reads as follows: Marina, taken by the mists.
And that's the name that Baba Lysaga called Irena, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if anybody followed me over here, but I would point that out to anyone else who followed me.
I'm over with Gizzard.
Yeah, but I didn't know if Tira or anybody would have
I'm
come.
over at the druid place still.
Oh, okay. I thought only Toras and Gizzard had gone over to the druid place.
Would you actually, seeing this, Thurkarel, would you call Irena over to look at it, or would you?
Yes.
You would?
Yes, I would, unless
Okay.
she's across the river.
No, would stay over by the hut. They're kind of like managing the flames, I would say, making sure that it seems like it's mostly contained within the marshes of the hut. But as you call over the rest of the gang, so Irena, Ismark, and Esmerelda will make their way over
There
to
you
you.
go. Here's the title of this episode, by the way. The gang burns down a
The gang burns down a hut. Irena looks at this and she is like startled, stunned, and she kind of like takes a step back in disbelief. I don't believe this. What is this?
Perhaps your mother. I don't know.
This is what I was telling you about, girl. This is the curse of this land. Tatiana will reincarnate forever until Strahd finds peace or dies. Irena is like in this moment of like identity crisis, just this doesn't make sense. I've never had any thought of Strahd. He's never crossed my mind until he found me. How am I supposed to
Zach moment.
Yeah, exactly, actually. How am I her? How am I this person? And Ismark kind of tries to comfort her. It doesn't make sense. Marina.
Have you heard that name before?
No. I've never heard it. This just doesn't make any sense.
What type of rose is it?
It looks just like a gray rose.
Gray, because it's made out of stone.
Yes.
These runes don't make any sense.
Hold on,
Do you have any ideas, Torhas?
Can I take a look at the runes?
Yes.
Oh yes,
Lost,
Kira,
yeah.
you're over here too. Sorry, you were being very quiet. I forgot you were here.
No, I was marveling because you like nailed that, like, the first check.
Roll me an Arcana check also.
Oh, did the ravens go in this direction, or like
They
when flew off?
They flew west.
And what direction did the goats go?
Yeah,
They've
I'm
kind of
trying to orient
dispersed.
where we are.
They went everywhere.
Yeah.
I popped 16 on that Arcana check, which isn't that great.
Yeah, so both of you, this is really hard because neither of you have any sort of expertise in druidic type of
Whoa,
magic.
I thought you were gonna say just magic in general.
And druidic is a different kind of magic for both of you.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you're just like, you know that it's some sort of druid. Maybe it's like some sort of summoning or something. You notice that none of the druids, both of you would have noticed, none of the druids back at the winery were able to wild shape, because you know druids are known for, changing into animals and things like that. None of them were able to do that. So
That we know of. They didn't do it. doesn't
Yeah.
mean they can't.
that's true, but you just didn't see any of them use that ability.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's basically what you guys gather, that this is some sort of magical circle for druids, and maybe it has some connection to the druids back at the winery.
Yes, I don't think I can uncover this place's secrets. This is not wizard magic, it's druid magic. And as we all know, I am a wizard. Not a druid.
Hmm.
Are you though?
Do you think Esmerelda would know anything?
Well, she said she was over here. She said she had already explored these stones. She said she
Oh.
couldn't figure them out either.
Oh, I thought that was something else.
Yes.
Mm.
Perhaps we should just head back.
Yeah,
Not
let's
all
take,
mysteries
take
are meant
note
to
of
be
it.
solved.
Yeah,
Eh,
yeah. We can
I'll
have that
start heading back towards the
Yep.
flaming hut.
as well as I.
Okay. Yeah, you guys make it back. The hut is, at this point, like, completely engulfed in flames. And the smoke is traveling up into the sky. And it's making quite a lot of smoke in the sky.
Yeah, Taurus kind of look at it and go, "Do you think we're attracting attention by doing that?"
Oh,
We should
probably.
probably start making moves to get out of here soon.
The only other thing we might want to check out, there's the ruined mansion as well, right?
This
Like,
is
right here?
right?
Yeah.
We may also want to take a short rest.
I agree, but maybe not too close to
Well,
that.
maybe, yeah. like you can do light activity. Maybe while we were examining the stones, maybe that would count as a short rest.
Yeah, I guess that, yeah, for you guys, if you want to roll your hit die for a short rest.
I'll roll 1. I took 3 points of damage.
I will use 2.
Hey.
And I wish I was looking at this tablet rune thing. The luck one. But I was looking at the
Do
glyphs.
you want to like try to equip it, like attune to it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to attune to it.
Oh, okay.
You suddenly feel like you have a bit of a pip in
Little
your
luckier.
step. Well, maybe a little luckier.
And then I would ask if anybody wants some oil that makes their weapons swing nicer.
Sure.
I don't use my daggers often.
I'd be interested in it, although I think Torhas could use it as well.
Or
Oh,
that's
sorry,
why
I
I'm
was
asking
typing what?
who wants this oil that you can put on your weapon. I don't use my daggers often, so
Toros kind of looks to Third Realm. Spoke to you. You don't want it?
Oh, I'd love to have it, but I think
one of
either-
you say yes. Who wants it? Otherwise, I'm keeping it.
I want it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll give you the oil.
Okay. So are you guys entering the mansion?
I mean, I'll follow if everybody else is going, but I don't particularly have any interest in it. Or Gizzard does.
I'm down for exploring.
I'd like to explore it.
Okay. So toward the south end of the village where you guys are the remains of a mansion built on a higher ground. It has been reduced to piles of stone and rotting timber, but you do see empty arched windows. You see an untamed garden south of it, and east of the ruin, you see someone has erected a crude wooden fence. Oh, this is actually where the goat yard was, not by her thing, but there's another pen here. You do see a few goats that kind of made their way over to the mansion here. So there's like 3 goats kind of around the mansion eating some grass.
I'll go up to pet one of them.
And it starts running away.
So you said there was like an arch door or window?
Yes.
All right, I will cautiously go through that kind of, if there's any wood, very much testing it to make sure it can hold weight
So-
before putting any weight on it.
As you kind of make your way through this and into the ruins of the mansion, a ghost takes shape in the fog, assuming the form of a giant man. His features mutilated and his entrails hanging out like frayed ropes. Despite its intimidating presence, the apparition has a cringing light in its eyes. Why do you invade my home? Begone! I beseech you.
I apologize. Is there a way we can avenge you?
Just give me 1 second here while I look at something.
I'm going to just calmly just keep back, but I'm going to keep my hand on the sword. Sunblade.
He asked us to leave. Maybe that's the best thing we can do.
I'm in agreement with that.
I don't
They're
like
Corel.
things like this.
Roll me a charisma saving throw.
Is this a charm effect?
No.
Okay. 2.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Fantastic.
The ghost immediately flies into Thurkarel.
Oh boy.
and possesses him.
Thorquil, you
Be gone! It yells at
Oh.
all of you, and it actually begins running away.
Oh.
And
As
it runs deeper.
Thurkarel?
Yeah, as Thurkarel. So you
Thurkarel
guys-
runs away from us?
You guys hear Thurkarel.
We'll leave if you just leave our friend.
And
Come back.
does anybody follow Thurkarel?
I'm going to follow Thurkarel and say, release our friend and we will leave. As I run after Thurkarel.
You see it running deeper into this mansion, and there's a circle on the ground of runes. It runs into the circle and vanishes. Thurkarel runs into the circle and vanishes.
Uh-oh.
Why did
Is
you
that
guys
where we
want to
left
go? Why do you guys want to go and examine the scary castle? But now we have to go get Thurkarel back.
Oh boy. Toras kind of like holsters his axe on his shoulder, starts walking toward the door,
Yes,
like, let's go
after
get him.
You all. After you all, I didn't want to come here.
Me neither.
So, did anybody like directly follow? Did anybody directly follow?
Well, I was chasing after.
Okay, so
but I
Tira,
wasn't-
Tira.
It would have taken me a little bit to catch up. if I
Okay,
did.
I would say
I'm still debating
Tira.
if I would follow in.
Yeah, Tira, you're the only one that saw Thurkarel vanish into the runes. The rest of you are catching up, and you see like these runes on the ground. You see Tira standing in front of them, and you see Thurkarel is gone.
What happened? Where is Thurkarel? Tira?
Let's say he ran into that circle and disappeared.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if
yeah.
I can tell what the...
Yes, go ahead.
14.
Yeah, you're able to easily identify. This looks like a teleportation circle.
Now the question is, do I know how a teleportation circle works?
Well, what is it?
I don't think
What's-
it's a circle. If you go in it, you teleport.
Well, that's kind of cool.
It is pretty neat.
Could
The question
you use
is,
it?
where does it lead? Or where does it take you?
I don't know. I'm feeling kind of lucky. Maybe I should go in.
Yeah, go test it out.
He looks around. Someone want to come with? No? Alright.
I'm willing to go with that.
Okay.
Well, are we all going to go try to jump in at the same time, or is that what we're doing?
Sure.
Okay, I'll go.
Torso
too,
step
I
right
suppose.
in front of the circle.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll step on the edge.
You immediately vanish, Torhas, as you walk in.
Oh.
Okay.
Where do I go?
Yeah.
You will find out in a moment.
Find out next session.
Oh.
I
Probably.
go in as well.
Yeah, I'll hop in too.
Shoot.
Which, by the way, where are Ismark and Irena and everybody else?
Yeah,
They're gonna
that's why I
probably
asked.
they're gonna follow you guys. Unless somebody tells them otherwise, they're not gonna just not go where you guys are going.
Okay.
Plot this. We're going to Avernus.
Yeah, no, I don't think I would have told them to stay behind. Or
I
anything.
feel like we should just stay together.
Yeah, they can all come with.
Okay. All right. So everybody goes to the teleportation circle.
Yep.
Yep.
And we all die.
All right. I was not
So
expecting
this
this.
is gonna lead. This is going to lead us straight to Castle Ravenloft.
I'm like 99% sure it is.
I was not expecting this to happen. Give me one moment.
Well, we've been playing for 4 hours, so if it wants to be a
Yeah.
next session thing, this is
Yeah,
You
I'm just
converse with
I want to make
George
sure
and all
I
that.
set the scene of where you guys are about to end up, and then we will end here for sure, but I want to make sure I set the scene properly.
You could just torment us for a week.
You
I know you guys need to know where you are.
You better start next
Oh, wait,
stream
hold on.
with the Nibelheim like dun dun dun
Um.
dun dun
Okay.
dun.
Isn't it cute that Tracy's like, you guys need to know exactly where you are?
Yeah, if I was him, I'd be like, nah, you guys have to figure it out
I
next
know.
week.
Oh, you're too nice to us.
Cliffhanger. I want the
you guys are
cliffhanger.
fucked.
Give us
Either
the
yeah,
cliffhanger.
I don't know if it's too nice or too mean. We're not sure yet.
I will
Just
say,
had to go and explore the creepy castle.
hey, I'm okay with exploring the creepy castle. It's not our fault that our amazing statted rogue just decided to just roll a 2.
Well, it was a charisma save, which that's the one stat that he has terrible. That's a -1 for him.
Yes.
Where is this? Okay. 1 second. Let me just upload
I
my-
guess it would have technically been a 4 with
I don't think that helps anything.
No. I don't know. Are we sure? Tracy, what was the DC of that? Was it 4?
For the possession, it was DC 12, I think.
I'm just messing. With
DC, yeah. Oh, because of the bless. Sorry, yeah.
No, not the blast, just the aura.
you.
Oh, the aura, yeah.
I don't think there's anything that's like below a 10 for
Yeah.
DC.
So, you guys.
The aura effectively turns Thurkarel into a normal charismatic person.
Saving throws any.
As you walk through this teleportation circle, you find yourself in a room. A blazing hearth fire fills this
Oh, boy.
room with rolling waves of red and amber light. The walls are lined with ancient books and tomes. Their leather covers well oiled and preserved through careful use. All is in order here. The stone floor is concealed beneath a thick, luxurious rug. In the center of the room is a large, low table, waxed and polished to a mirrored finish. Even the poker in its stand next to the blazing fireplace polished. Large, overstuffed divans and couches are arranged about the room. 2 chairs of burgundy-colored wood with the padded leather seats and back cushions face the hearth. A huge painting hangs over the mantelpiece in a heavy gilded frame. The rolling firelight illuminates the carefully rendered portrait. The portrait is the exact likeness of Irena Koliana. Sitting on the chair, one of the chairs, you see Strahd von Zarevich.
God,
Hey man, how's it going?
Thurkarel.
Thurkarel, who's still possessed, doesn't notice immediately what's happening to him. You know, it is rude for all of you to ignore my invitation to dinner. Referring to the letter that he gave you all. But I see you are here now. So
Oh, did we miss that dinner? Sorry, I forgot what day it was.
We were trying to be good guests and bring a proper wine. However, you have interrupted that task.
Well, we have plenty here. Come. And he snaps his fingers and vanishes. And you guys hear, you didn't immediately hear this, but now you hear these organ pipes playing loudly throughout this study and into the castle. As you guys are in Castle Ravenloft with a evil organ playing throughout it, And we will pick up next session to figure out
Christ.
what happened.
And I'm still possessed.
And you're still possessed. And you guys didn't exactly have a long rest after fighting Lasogga. At least, like, you didn't take a lot of damage, but whatever
No, I
spells
feel like
casted.
we dealt that pretty well.
Yeah.
I used more spells to try to open up that chest than anything.
Yeah. So,
Guess campaign's ending next week.
we'll see what happens. Yeah, so we'll pick up next week while you guys are. Oh god, I have to prepare all of Castle. Not all, but some certain parts of Castle Ravenloft I have to prepare for next session.
Tracy, if you check DMs, you can see I was gonna do something, and then 15 minutes later, it's like, never mind.
We're at Castle Ravenloft now.
Oh yeah.
that completely railroaded Resident or derailed.
It's fine. This is all you guys. This is all. You'll be fine. Like, you may or may not be fine.
Don't say that. Yeah,
this-
don't say that.
Don't think that. I don't want you guys to think that you were railroaded into going into Castle Ravenloft. Like, this is not the end all be all. There's still ways to.
This is when you fight
Escape.
Geneva for the first time.
Yeah.
I'd like to go back and get the wine.
But you guys do have a lot of things that Strahd wants, and you know, now you're right here in front of him. So yeah, it'll be great.
And all the NPCs are here too.
Yep, and
Right.
Irena.
Yeah.
So hopefully you can escape with Irena. You guys might be able to escape. I don't know if you'll be able to escape with Irena. So we'll see what happens.
Wait, so when we teleported, did we teleport to another circle, or are we just in the loft?
You're in an. I guess you would be in another circle. I have to
'Cause
check.
We could just push Irena through it. Like, don't come here.
I'm not sure
Well-
how that works, actually.
I think it depends on the.
Yeah.
I
How
think
the
you need to
circle's set up.
cast a spell typically to be able to get through. And maybe there's just some magic that allows the other end to be open, but not
Yeah.
way back.
I
Or-
don't. I think it might just be a one-way
Well, how would the
teleportation
ghost
circle.
Yeah.
be going back and forth?
Who says that he was going back and forth?
I feel like he wouldn't go through the circle. Like, he wouldn't be hanging around that place and then just go one way.
Sorry, Archon, that you got possessed.
No, I'm pushing to go into the
Yeah.
mansion.
That's his fault.
You guys can blame me. It's all bad.
It is
Archie
literally all your
kills a
fault right
dog.
now.
And then he gets us into the boss castle.
To be completely
Remember,
honest,
just because a character has relatively high wisdom doesn't necessarily mean the player playing that character has high wisdom.
Going to spooky castles. I mean, that's a very rogue thing to do, is try to go find all the
I mean,
treasure in.
I'm thinking mansion. That's probably where the rich guy in the town was, right? All the
Yeah.
good loot.
that is a very thief thing to think.
Gizzard doesn't care about going into castles and exploring things. It's
To
just a
be-
creepy
yeah.
old place.
Again,
don't
to
wanna
be
go there.
completely honest, like, you guys are at a point right now where you've got a lot of things that Strahd. You guys are not going to make it through Barovia much longer because you're at a point where Strahd finally sees you as a potential threat. Because when you first enter Barovia,
yeah.
he's like, oh, these, another group that are just going to die. But now that you guys have all of these things that he wants,
And we have drawn blood on him too.
and you've drawn blood on him and Lasogga, so you guys are an actual threat to him now. So no matter what you were going to do next, somehow you're going to end up facing Strahd in some capacity very soon. So that's how it plays. But yeah. All right, we will pick up next week and find out what happens to everybody in Castle Ravenloft. Oh my gosh, Ravenloft is crazy. You guys did get a lot of answers to a lot of questions, like what the heck is going on with Irena, and some things that you were looking into previously. You may get some answers in Ravenloft, so keep that in mind as well.
Okay.
Yeah, there was 2 fortunes in this
Yeah.
location, right?
Yep.
The book and our app. Or the tome, I should say.
Yep. All right, I guess that's it for us, everybody. Thanks, stream, for hanging out. Hope to see you all next week when they face Ravenloft. I have a lot of reading to do now. Bye, everybody.
Bye, chat.
Whoa.